shirt. All right. Yeah, no, seriously.
Fuck it, we're going live.
yeah, we're doing it live, god damn it. Welcome to the welcome to the Red Eye stream number 264. Child's Play 2019. What? Why? Why Hollywood? This is a message from me to you. Sincerely. Do you want me to commit suicide? Is that what's going on? Are you trying to kill me? You ruined Star Trek. You ruined Star Wars. You ruined Ghostbusters. Now, I mean, all right, The Bride of Chucky was garbage. All right, garbage. But damn it, you're going to reboot Child's Play? And you're going to do it with this faggoty-ass kid that has a goddamn earring in when he's like fucking 7? Have you guys seen this trailer? I didn't link it because fuck them. You know what I'm saying, Cabby? Fuck them. Yeah. Dude, stop. Hollywood, walk away. Stop.
Well, you know what the fundamental reason for it is there's no originality because they've got no new ideas. So all they have to do is grab something that did work at one time and fuck it up. That's what they do, right? That's been the history. That's Hollywood history in a nutshell in recent years.
Well, no, okay. This isn't okay anymore. What are they gonna do? They're gonna reboot Blues Brothers. Like, really?
Mate,
is that next?
They did try that with Blues Brothers 2000, and that was people got very upset about that too.
I actually like that movie. I'll be fair. I do. But
you know, they've tried it with that. I mean, if you're going to reboot something, you really need the original cast. You know, if you can do it effectively, or you've got to be very creative with how you do it. But you see, the problem is, it's the way they treat the material. It's the content they show, like the original. You know, the original value or whatever that was in, you know, that was already established. They show out the content for it, and then there's piss on it. It's like, I mean, I'm still traumatized from The Last Jedi, and I still haven't finished watching it. I'm only an hour and a half in, but an hour and 20 minutes in or something. I couldn't watch it. I just literally, it was painful. So, what do you expect? There's no originality. There's no. All they want to do is just rape the IP. They just want to keep, you know, using it. It's like loot boxes, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, Cabby, all right, they have been raping the horror genre since the 80s. Let's be real. But I'm just telling you right now, I have a bad feeling about Child's Play 2019. First off, it's a horror movie. It's releasing this summer. Like it's going to be a summer blockbuster. Release that shit on Halloween, you dumb bastard.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Yeah, you want a release date in, you know, October, November, really, if you're going to be doing that.
Right? I mean, what are they doing? Do they not understand the horror genre?
No, clearly not. But don't forget, they're working on quarterly figures. That's the thing. They're not... They don't respect anything to do with the existing, you know, customer base. As far as they're concerned, it's just, can we get by? They don't give a shit whether or not it's the old people coming back again to watch it, or if they can get new morons to come and watch whatever they're giving them. They just care about the numbers. It's just a numbers game now. Quality's gone out the window. You know, value of, especially a franchise.
Well, no, and like, let me be real. After Child's Play 3, I stopped watching. But this isn't another sequel. This isn't another sequel, Cabby. This is going back and redoing and resetting the whole franchise.
Exactly. No. Which is why, like, you know, like say the Howling 1 or 2, you know, they were good, but everything was, they were all sequential. But now they want to go back and remake this stuff. And that's where they step on people's memories. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
no,
what happened.
absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. And I was looking at the chat. Hey, what's up, BMC? Voice of One is up in there. All
Oh
right.
boy,
So
she's gonna have an opinion on this. I'm
I
sure he
know,
does.
right? Right. But all right, when you're watching the trailer, they do not show you Chucky. They always have him in the dark, in shadows. You don't see Chucky at all in the trailer.
No, no. Well, they
I
did.
bet
They showed him in the trailer. They had him in his little blue. He was in
no,
denim jeans,
no,
wasn't he?
no. They had the clothes that the little boy picks up. I just watched the trailer before we went live. Little boy picks up the clothes, looks over, and you see behind the doll. What I'm saying is you're not seeing Chucky's face. They changed him, dude. I bet you anything he looks different.
God, I bet he looks like Riley Dennis. That'll be so funny.
Oh God, that's horrible.
That'll be hilarious, though, wouldn't it? Or like, you know, that with green hair or something like that.
Purple hair.
Purple hair. I was going for green because I thought purple's too obvious, but you know.
Well, I mean,
make him Japanese as well. You know, because they're looking for the Asian market, so they probably need to make him Chinese.
Well, no, and is he even going to be the same character? Who voiced Chucky in the original movies? I'm not sure, but are they bringing that person back? I doubt it. No.
Wasn't it England? Was it the guy who did Nightmare on Elm Street? No, he did something else. No,
was it Robert?
No,
it wasn't Robert.
It wasn't Robert England. No, it was. He did something else. No, it wasn't. Sorry.
But I mean, like, no, Cabby. Can they stop? Can they stop fucking up my childhood? Because that's what they're doing. I watched Chucky. Like, no, dude, just stop.
Exactly, and this is why people get upset. Is when they, you know, when Hollywood steps on people's memories. You know, they don't enhance anything. They don't provide anything new of value to the, you know, to the new generation. But at the same time, they shit on the heritage of what they have. So they're kind of doing a double disservice. They don't provide anything to move forward with. It's just IP, you know. It's just IP, and you know, the accountant's sitting there just working the numbers and saying, well, you know, if we can get 50 million out of this, it'll be okay. Well, you know, it's a 10% return on our, you know, for our investors. This is shareholder stuff. The same thing with the video games now as well. They're doing exactly the same thing. Video games don't give a shit whether or not they appeal or, you know, they respect the game player. They just keep pumping out any old shit they can just because, you know, it's like the, you know, one-armed bandit. You just keep pulling the lever and spitting out the money.
Well, no, and like, all right, I'd prefer, instead of rebooting Child's Play, they just made a shitty video game where you run around as Chucky and you kill people. That's better than whatever they have planned. I guarantee it. Like, I'd rather pay for that.
Well, I have to wait and see, I guess.
It's ridiculous, man. It's mind-blowing. It really fucking is. Like, well, you know, we always preach about it, but take Doctor Who. Like, they killed it, dude. They murdered it. And then after they murdered it, they backed right over the fucking body again.
And then they went forwards again, and then they backed up again, and then they blew it up, and then they used the flamethrower, and then they shit on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. And Doku, dude, what are they doing to Child's Play? I don't know about you, but I was born in '84. I grew up with these movies, all right? My mom didn't shelter me. I saw Nightmare on Elm Street. I saw Friday the 13th. I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I fucking watched Child's Play. What are they doing?
You're not that much older than me, and dude, I grew up in a single parent household. I grew up with my mom, and Christmas and Valentine's Day, we would sit down and fucking watch horror movies. So yeah, I grew up on Steven. That was our tradition. Yeah, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Take your pick of a fucking holiday. What would we do? We'd sit down, we'd fucking watch horror movies. That was the tradition. So yeah,
it's Thanksgiving. Throw on the Howling.
yeah, exactly. Well, Thanksgiving was usually Nightmare on Elm Street, but yeah, watching the trailer for this, it's frustrating because, hey guys, look, creepy doll sitting in a chair. Oh look, it's Chucky. Oh no, the eyes moved. Like it looks fucking bad. This is not how you do horror.
Wait, no, Doku, I stand corrected. They do show Chucky once in the goddamn trailer. Once. Other than that, it's behind, it's in shadow, and you don't really see him. So if you blink, you miss that part Doku was talking about. But
and it's so cheesy. Like it just doesn't have that same kind, like they're going for the Wes Craven kind of style of horror. And really? They're trying at least. It's not good. It doesn't look good at all.
They're missing by a mile. That's not Wes Craven as I know him.
So you know what? I'll say this. At least with the remake of Stephen King's It, they stuck at least a little bit closer to the way the book was, even if the design of Pennywise is cheesy as fuck. At least they stuck to the book and they made it something different. This is feels like a fucking cash grab.
But actually, no. Yeah, well, it is. It's definitely a cash grab. But the thing with it, no, they actually made up for the fucking mistake that was it. You know, when the original It was fucking hideous, man.
Cabby, the original It was a masterpiece until the last scene. That fake ass spider. That fake ass spider. Fuck my dick. Fuck
the spider. Yeah, the spider thing was fucking stupid. Here's what the remake of It did well. The very ending part of It with the remake was actually good for one reason. And I'm not talking about that fucking cheesy ass dancing scene. Spoiler warnings, when you see the children floating, it gives weight to they all float down here, and you see what the point of it is. Why the creature that is It is abducting whatever it can to feed off their life force. It felt much more like a Stephen King style horror movie than what the original It was. And I'll also say Rose Red. Rose Red is probably the most Stephen King of Stephen King horror films.
No, real quick. I gotta interject. First off, funny you're talking about It, because right at the beginning of the trailer, do you see what it says? From the producers of It.
It. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I actually got it fucking right.
But
the most Stephen King horror movie I've ever seen is Pet Sematary, and now you can go, Cabby. I just wanted to spit that out.
Yeah, well, it's just the best things that were ever put onto celluloid were always short stories. I mean, like Pet Sematary, relatively short book. Carrie. The really good stuff is not. I mean, like It was a big fucking tome, right? It was a hell of a thick book. So was The Stand and all that kind of thing. Right? They were like doorstops. But the really good stuff that ever came out of Stephen King, they were all short stories.
What about the
shit. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm starting a new job here soon. Boss is calling, so I'll be back. Give me 5 minutes.
Yep, you're good. What about the Langoliers? What do you think about that, Cabby?
What, the film?
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke. It was well, I mean, it was like one of those things that you expect to see on a Saturday, like on a Saturday night or something when you're sitting at home. It was like a straight for TV thing.
Oh, like yeah, straight to the DVD, fucking shit movie. Yeah,
yeah. That's what I saw it as. The same thing with the Tommyknockers too. I didn't think that was any good.
Oh, really? A lot of people like that movie. Yeah, a lot of people like that movie.
It didn't do anything for me, but well, you know, each to their own.
And I know this isn't Stephen King, but Village of the Damned. That's Wes Craven, right? Or is that John Carpenter? It might be John Carpenter.
Yeah, I think that's Village of the. No, it's Carpenter. I'm sure. Yeah.
But that was good. But then you have Stephen King and Children of the Corn. Okay, so like the first Children of the Corn movie, that's how you do a horror movie. That's how you do it.
That was good. You see, that was quality, absolutely. But again, working from a small book, you know, where it gives the director the ability to actually be creative. When you look at things like It and The Stand and stuff, because everything's fucking detailed in it anyway. You know, it's almost like he's written a script. It's not, you know, there's no, everything is described to the infinitesimal detail. This is why I gave up reading Stephen King books, was because I'd end up flipping pages, you know, page after page, trying to get through the worthless and pointless description. I didn't need all of that extra stuff, but, you know, give my imagination a chance.
Yeah, that's why I'm more of a Dean Koontz type of guy than a Stephen King. Just me on it.
Well, if you look at Stephen King, because I used to have the Stephen King books. The last one I ever bought was, what was it, Before Midnight, 10 Before Midnight or something like that. But I had them all, you know, in chronological order. And you start off with the first ones, and they're really thin, and then just get thicker and thicker. It's like he's getting paid by the word, you know. So he's just increasing his.
I think he was. Let's be honest. I think they're like, hey, we're gonna pay you when you send us 100 pages. He's like, oh, well, here's 100. They pay him, and then rinse and repeat.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't surprise me because the books definitely, and the quality didn't increase with the amount of, you know, the amount of words. It really didn't.
Well, no.
King, I liked, like Christine. That was great, and a great movie too. Carrie, great book, great movie. You know, they both worked.
What was it? Maximum Overdrive, where the semi trucks come alive and run people over and shit. I like that movie. All right.
Oh yeah.
I like that movie.
Yeah, that wasn't that. Was it Maximum Overdrive? No, it's not the name I remember.
It might be
how it would. Yeah, well, they do sometimes do different names between different countries, don't they? Yeah, with the didn't they have Rutger Hauer in it?
I believe so. Him and the lead woman end up in like a drainage ditch with the semi fucking hovering over them. Like, it's fucking great, dude.
So funny. It's kind of Simpsons like that. It's like, what's he gonna do? Just eat them or something? I mean, what, like this possessed truck? I mean, it's a really weird concept. I never kind of got that one. It was always a bit strange.
I was a kid when I first saw it, and I'm like, that's awesome. Like, you know what I mean?
Killer trucks.
Yeah, it's like Transformers with an attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like, Optimus Prime is on his period. Like, you know.
Having a bad day. Yeah. Well, you know, each to their own again. That's just how it is. But
isn't that the thing, though? You can go either way with horror movies. You can go outrageous like that. You know, possessed trucks killing people.
I think they just ran out of ideas at that point.
Maybe. Yeah, you might be right.
Because I mean, everything was about possession. You know, I mean, there was like the Exorcist, and I mean, when you look at these periods of time with films, different studios have to compete with each other, right? So somebody does a space film, somebody else has to do a space film. Somebody does a horror film, somebody else has got to do a horror film. So they always end up sort of mimicking each other, and it's just which one gets lucky.
You know, that's a good point. I mean, because it's funny. All right, Wyatt Earp and Tombstone. This wasn't planned, but they both came out in the same year. Isn't that weird? And you have this repeat over and over again like that.
Yeah, no, they do know what each other are doing. I mean, there are spies. You know, there are people who are notifying each other about what the opposition is up to, and that's why you always end up with this, Viacom happening to produce something, or Paramount coming out with something at the same time as whichever the opposition is. It always happens every season. It's not new. It's been going on for a hell of a long time.
Do you think it's spying, or do you think it's the collective? They're all gauging what society wants to see. So it's kind of a collective knowledge, No,
I think it's because people just go to the same dinner parties. And people talk, and what are you up to? Oh, I'm doing this film. What's it about? Oh, this, and then somebody talks to somebody else and says, "Hey, he's going. Oh, I know a good book. We could do one of those. Have some competition." And that's I don't think it's like really surreptitious, black ops or anything. I'm not suggesting it's that sort of way, but it's I mean, it's not a coincidence that you always end up with these things coming out in consort, and they do every season.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, wait, actually, that example doesn't work. There wasn't another Titanic movie when Titanic came out. That was the example I was going to use, but there wasn't. But and Tombstone fits.
Well, Titanic. Well, you can't really do because Titanic was a very specific thing. It wasn't like something you could do an interpretation of. You can have a sci-fi film. Two different types of sci-fi film, but Titanic, that's a hard one to. Unless you're going to do a historic documentary, like a historic film. I bet you there was another historic film. Look at Titanic and see what else was out at the same time. I bet you there was another historic film about some catastrophe. I bet there was. It just wasn't Titanic.
Oh,
everyone
man.
remembers Titanic.
No,
because
there's an example. Remember when world disaster was like a major thing? You had a movie about global warming, everything freezes over. You had Deep Impact, right? Where a meteor hits. You had another meteor, and then you had like this fucking desert world movie. They all came out in the same damn year, the same damn month, I believe. Like, it was ridiculous.
Well, yeah, in the original, what was it? I mean, you had, God, what was the Deep Impact, right? You got Deep Impact, and that went up against, what was the other one? The one
when the world froze over, or the day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, I think, is what it was called.
Was it? The day after tomorrow. Okay. But you know what I mean? So yeah, you've got, like, one of them is, I mean, it's all the same shit. But yeah, this is the reason that they have the, because they know that they're going to be competing for a market. If they had any sense, they'd compete for an opposite market. So they'd be able to secure a very specific market. Well, but they don't. They just compete for the same market, which is stupid.
Well, no, and what was it? A year or two ago when Annabelle came out, a possessed doll story. Oh, and now let's reboot Chucky. All right, I see a connection. Annabelle made money. They want to bring back Child's Play. I get it, but don't do it. Just stop. Knock it off.
Exactly. This is what I don't get it. Why have they got to take an existing IP and then corrupt it? Right? Why not make something original and new? I mean, Saw. Yeah. Saw's a good example, right? Saw was totally new. It was like a bit out of left field.
Or The Purge. The Purge was totally new, dude. Purge movies. I really do. It's a great concept for a movie. It's a dystopian world. I like it. It's good. Prevent that, like Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass was kind of making fun of other superhero movies.
Exactly,
that's really
but
what
yeah,
it was.
because it was a parody, because at the time people were getting so fucking hell bent on, Batman Forever and all the other shit, so you couldn't move for Marvel and, DCU and MCU.
Yeah.
So it's, it was a natural reaction and it was a great one. I mean, same thing with Deadpool, right? That was a nice bolt out of the blue.
Everybody's going to hate me. I've never watched it.
Well, shame on you.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And I don't even want to look at the chat. Like, we don't have a large crowd today, but I don't even want to look. Like, I know it. I'm going to get shit for that. I've never watched that.
Well, the thing is, watch the first one. The second one, I'm sorry, but it's a travesty. It's, again, just how you managed to fuck up something that's good. It's really weird. They didn't, with... what's the one with the young girl?
That's Kick-Ass, right?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage. Yeah,
Kick-Ass. Yeah, that's Kick-Ass.
Exactly. Yeah, sorry, my brain's not working. It's getting a bit late. They managed to kind of work that on a couple of a couple of films, but Deadpool was the second one, had absolutely no relevance really whatsoever to do with the first one. They just took the idea and said, let's just do it again, but a different way. And that doesn't make any sense, because how the fuck is it Deadpool anymore? Give it a different name. Why do they have to keep fucking corrupting something that people already like?
Exactly. And didn't the actor, I don't remember his name right now. I can't be bothered. I don't care that much. But didn't he quit? Like, he's like, I'm not doing a third one. You guys didn't listen to me on the second one, and I'm done. Right? Sean William Scott. That's his name. But yeah, he can't be bothered. He told him to fuck off. Right?
Yeah. And this is the weird thing, right? When actors, and let's face it, acting is a pretty hard career, right? It's not like, when you get work, you've really got to be grateful for it.
Well, no, and don't you think acting is what killed Heath Ledger? I'm serious, dude. I think playing the Joker is what killed Heath Ledger. I really do.
Well, okay. What killed the lead singer of Nirvana? What was his name?
Kurt Cobain. That would be Courtney Love.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain.
Killed him.
Well, yeah, that bitch. Okay, so he's a bitch. That's fair enough with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you there, buddy. But but you're right. You have to step into this role. You have to become a different person, right? I mean, that is what your job description is to lie and become a different person. Kind of like a politician, actually. Yeah,
but politicians actually do it in like, they really commit to it, right? Because they do it as a lifestyle, as a complete life. So they become something that, they think is going to be good. The problem is with, say, an actor, it can create like that schizophrenia. You've got the sort of, dual personalities or whatever, because especially when you get someone who's a method actor. Method actors tend to go a bit nuts.
Yeah, no, Heath Ledger wrote that diary where he became the Joker, man. He did. And the thing is, don't you think that's why back in the day, actors were treated lower than prostitutes? Because they are a bit insane. You know what I mean? Like, do you really want Tom Cruise hanging out on your couch? I saw what he did on Oprah's.
Well, you wouldn't want him looking after your kids, would you?
Yeah, right? I mean, seriously. I mean, no. I mean, to have the ability, like, all right, I do like a radio type show here. I myself, though, I'm telling you what I actually believe. I'm not pretending to be you, Gabby. Like, that would be
you acting. Couldn't even try.
Oh, whatever. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, dude? Like, it takes a special person to be able to remove yourself that much.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to literally adopt an entire persona. I mean, it's not just that you're pretending. It's not like playing dress up. You know, that's the unfortunate thing when you get the amateurs. They just think it's playing dress up. But no, if you want to be a serious actor, you really have to. I mean, you've got to put the effort in, and you do have to detach yourself from your own self. Which is what it's not surprising that these people are all fucking fruitcakes.
Well, no, and that's the thing, Cabby. Do you think if John Belushi was a plumber, he'd be dead right now? I don't. I think it was acting, dude. I think acting killed John Belushi.
Well, no,
I think it killed Heath Ledger. I think it killed John Candy. I think it killed insert Marilyn Monroe here. How about her?
Well, I mean, yeah, but the thing is, as a plumber, he wouldn't have had easy access to all the drugs and all of the attention, and he wouldn't have had the sort of, the sort of pressures that go along with, public attention. So I think he would have survived as a plumber because maybe he would have still had an addiction or whatever, but I don't think it would have killed him because also if he was a plumber, chances are he's going to have some mates that are going to be around him and say, look, sort your shit out, which he didn't get when he was an actor.
No, he had just yes men. Yes, exactly. John Belushi, here's some more Jack Daniels. Yes, John Belushi, here's some more cocaine. Like, you know what I mean? Dude, I live in Oregon, right? So Animal House was filmed in Eugene. I've been to the U of O campus a lot.
Yeah, it was the only place they could do it, wasn't it? They got rejected from every other fucking university. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, the U of O was like, yeah, fuck yeah. But there's this story. There's a story about Belushi, right? They were watching him. Like, they were trying to keep him in the hotel, and they were, like, watching him. He snuck out. He ended up at a frat house, for real, dude, just on some dude's couch. He walks in and goes, I'm John Belushi. What's up? And he fucking, had liquor and coke, and they partied, and he crashed out on this random person's couch. Could you imagine being that guy? Like, hey, John Belushi's here. Fuck yeah.
Same story as with 1942. You remember with the film about the Second World War, the Japanese attacking Pearl Harbor. When he was apparently doing that one, he ended up staying, like crashing. He just ended up knocking on some random house because he just wanted some booze. A guy opened up and just, it's John Belushi, fuck it. Let the guy in. He basically drank his bar. Yeah, smoked a bunch of. He had his coke and fucked his daughter. And the guy was. Yeah, and the guy was absolutely proud.
God. That's not cool.
He was the guy who was recounting the tale was pretty proud of it. This is like, John Belushi fucked my daughter. My daughter is Belushi approved.
Oh my God. All right. I would let John Belushi in my house. But if he tried to fuck my wife or something, we'd have a problem. I'm throwing John Belushi out. All right. You're out of here, dude.
Yeah, but he just give you those big cow eyes, you see. And then you just melt.
Blues
give in.
Oh, please don't kill me.
Carrie Fisher. Oh, God. See, these are the halcyon days. Can you think about anything in recent history where you'd actually remember it with such reverence, or pleasure? Like all the stuff that people are talking about now, it's how much they hate it, not how much they love it. All right, we can actually talk about shit that we love. Is anyone going to have any memories about movies they loved?
I don't know. Not anymore, right? Like, my kids are screwed. They're stuck with garbage. Yeah. Garbage movies, garbage TV. Started on STD. I mean, son of a bitch. Like, garbage, dude. All of it.
Seriously, it's worrying though, don't you think? Because I mean, at least we have those. I mean, like really good, happy memories. I mean, I remember watching Animal House, and it was one of the funniest fucking things I'd ever seen. I had to sneak into the film because it was, it was X-rated. I think they had X rating at the time.
Are you serious? It was rated R here.
Well, yeah, but I think X was our equivalent of your R at the time, because we are going back quite a way. It's like watching a Kentucky Fried Movie. I had to sneak into that one. I bought a ticket for a different film and then snuck into the Kentucky Fried Movie.
Trick, yeah.
So
we're all here to see Lion King. All right, we're sneaking into Eyes Wide Shut and watching Nicole Kidman naked for the whole movie.
Yeah.
I know.
Now what have you got?
Shit movie, but she was naked the whole time.
Yeah, she got her knocks out, but Jesus, we got the internet, mate. Pornhub, you'll see hot chicks naked,
right?
Plenty of options. You didn't have that back then.
But like nowadays, though, John Belushi's behavior, dude, he would have been all over TMZ and shit, right? Like, there's no way he would have got over. Like, he would have got away with it. No way.
Well, look what they do, with little, soy fucks like, these little pop stars, little pop munchkins. They're the way they're dealt with, and they go fucking nuts with all the attention. Like,
yeah, absolutely. I don't know, dude. I don't listen to pop. I can care less.
I don't. There's just a particular name that usually gets bandied around. I tend to like the more
Justin Bieber.
That's it, the Bieber twat. Yeah.
Oh god damn it. But I mean, I don't know. Does celebrity weigh on you? Yeah, I'm sure it does. But then again, you chose that option. Buck up, Buttercup. Get over it.
Yeah, but part of the reason of their own destruction is that they buy into their own bullshit. And like you said, they surround themselves with an entourage that just tells them that they can't do anything wrong and they're beautiful and they're perfect. And everything's just sweetness and light. So, if you're getting that kind of message repeated to you all the time, you never know when you fucked up. They say when you fuck up, somebody says, oh, no, it's not you, it's them. They don't understand you. Because you're so special. You're so,
It's not like when I fuck up, my wife will get on me, or for God's sakes, you, Cabby. You think I fuck up. You'll rail at me for an hour and a half on a hangout. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have yes men surrounding me, all right? Like, it's quite the opposite over here on Mad Dodge Productions.
Yeah, but that's healthy. It's the only, unless you want to end up, as ending up taking highballs in some shithole somewhere, or, you want to get broken down, then it's good to get a little bit of, an awakening. Hell, I get fucking pulled to the curb an awful lot. Everyone does, right? Because that's what normally happens when you're acting like a dick. Somebody tells you, hopefully.
Well, no,
so you don't do it,
You know what I think? I think that's called having friends.
Yeah.
And they're your friends because they'll tell you what you don't want to hear.
Exactly.
They're not your friends because they tell you you're awesome. Have another beer, Dodge. You know what I mean?
But that's the difference between having friends and having a public, a PA. Having a personal assistant or having this little entourage of people who are just sucking up to you. They're there because you can pay them. The minute you can pay them, you think they'd hang around? No, they're not friends. And they are there for one singular purpose. Because they want to protect their job, and the way they think they're going to protect their job is to keep reinforcing your ego. That's got to be negative. Can't.
Well, I know it can't be healthy, and let's be honest, dude. We're both men. We have egos, all right? Like, it exists. We we both think that we're smart. We both think that we do a good job at whatever it is we do. It's a fact, dude. We have ego.
Yeah, well, no, there's a difference between the element of ego is Well, no, you know, there's a difference between sort of confidence and, you know, your abilities and ego. Ego tends to go a little bit beyond where it's sort of, it's not necessarily justified. You know, where it's just, you know, an unreasonable sense of capacity or ability.
Kind of like a British officer in the military. Sorry, yeah, exactly. But you guys are known for that, dude. You're known for being pompous and bombastic. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it can serve you well because that ego can be the thing that really drives you forwards. And that's the thing that, you know, where you end up throwing tins of food at your enemy because that's all you got left, right? That's that ego that's saying, fuck it, you know, we're still superior. We are going to win this no matter what. You know, attach bayonets, and if we can't kill them with bullets, we'll do it with our, you know, with the blade.
Yeah, we'll just stab your ass. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so, you know, it can work in certain scenarios, but it's not something that you would, you know, you'd want as a lifestyle.
Yeah, no, and I think, like, I feel that's what killed Heath Ledger was method acting and his ego. The fact that when you want Coke, you can just go get Coke.
Exactly.
Like, you
have to get it, right? Somebody delivers it to you. You don't even have to move.
Yeah. Like, you know, maybe I want fucking 2 blondes and a redhead showing up at my door in an hour. I can't necessarily make that happen. Heath Ledger could. Like, that's a phone call away, brother. Like, bam.
Yeah. But he obviously had a lot of demons. So
he did. And it was weird.
But it shows you as well that, you know, having everything doesn't solve anything either. You can have everything and it solves nothing.
Well, no, and what's weird too is about Heath Ledger's death. The last person he called was what? Fucking one of the goddamn girls from from Full House. Mary Kate, right? Or was it Ashley Olsen? It was one of them.
Oh no, that was from Married with Children, wasn't it?
No, that was Full House.
Oh no.
It was the twins, the girls on Full House.
Oh, it was Appleby, wasn't she? It was Appleby or someone who was Married with Children.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it. What's her name? Now I'm thinking of that one blonde bitch. Damn it, dude. You're distracted.
But anyway, yes, you were saying. Go on. Keith Ledger.
No, I'm wondering, like, was he hitting her up for more drugs? I believe it was Ashley Olsen. It might have been Mary Kate. But they both look emancipated. Like, they look sucked up. Like, they're on dope. Was he hitting them up for drugs? Was that the last phone call he made? I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
Well, it's a sorry state of affairs that he did disappear. Oh, look what he left behind. I mean, you know, that is the ultimate Batman now. Oh, sorry, you know, the ultimate, you know,
Joker. Oh yeah, no,
he made that so much.
He beat out Jack Nicholson, dude. Like, he did a better job. Jack Nicholson, dude.
100%, 120%.
Jack Nicholson is a pimp. All right, motherfucker. He's a pimp. But nah, Heath Ledger did it better. He did it darker, though.
Yeah, well, Heath Ledger pimped out Jack Nicholson on that one. He really did. Well, it is. Come on, be honest. There's nothing else like it, really. Even in the whole of the rest of the genre. Just that's a monumental moment in time. It's amazing that they managed to make it happen. You know, the way it was done. Brilliant. It was.
Oh yeah.
It was, I think that was like the alignment of the planets or something that made that.
Is that the last good comic book movie, or do you like Infinity Wars like everybody else? Once again, I've never seen it. Didn't watch it. Sorry. Yep. I'm done. I'm done, Hollywood. I'm done. Not paying for your garbage. Not doing it.
No, Infinity Wars was all right. I don't pay for any of it either. You know that. Venom.
Well, yeah, I know. Like, you're like Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. And that's all I'm saying.
But yeah, it was good. Infinity Wars was good, but it's going to be. I mean, I think what they did there though is worrying, because I really think that the idea was that we can get rid of all of these existing heroes and replace them. People think there's going to be maybe a time thing, go back in time and resurrect them again. And I think they erased them because they wanted to replace them with a whole bunch of social justice superheroes.
Well, no,
So they had to make way, you know what I mean? They had to clear the decks. And that was a way of clearing the decks.
Well, no, and Jez Oldfield in the chat says Christina Applegate was the bitch from
yes.
Yeah. So, and I said bitch. She didn't. That was me. Editorial. But no, he is right. It was Christina Applegate. And yeah.
I wasted a lot of tissues on her when I was a teen.
I know, right? I was about ready to say her and Topanga helped me through my teenage years. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Well, it's weird now. You watch an episode and you're thinking, well, I should be getting hard now, but I'm not allowed to.
That's horrible, Cabby. I'm leaving that one alone, brother. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. But no, man. Like, they need to stop fucking with our movies. Like, Child's Play was good. You don't need to redo it. You don't need to. All right? Like, stop. Just knock it off. Somebody needs to tell them the burner is hot and slap their hand. Am I right?
Well, I don't know what they're going to do with it. I mean, you never know. Maybe, they could pull something out of the fire. But it doesn't bode well, considering what we know they're up to, in Hollywood. Because they have a tendency to fuck this stuff up.
Yeah, I didn't even
see, mate.
I didn't even see what production company is putting it out. I know it's not Lionsgate because Child's Play is a old IP, so it's probably Universal. Oh, it better not be Bad Robot. No, not Bad Robot. No.
Well, could be. You never know.
But we're going into the second hour. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to throw the link out in the chat. Let's
and look what arrived. Look what the fuck arrived.
Yeah. Let's let memes talk a minute about movies, but then we're gonna talk about Tonka. That's what we're gonna do, guys.
Oh yes,
yeah,
Tonka film,
yeah. We're doing it. Yeah. But what's up, memes?
Hey guys, what's going on? So, number one, I think the Tonka thing's been hashed out, and I'm not sure why we're stirring up old drama, unless, you guys watched that video I posted. But as far as actual movies go, how do you know it's going to suck?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You've got to wait, wait and see. And,
Yeah, but the thing is, it's 2019, bro. That's why.
Yeah. It's not knowledge, it's assumption. And I know assumption is the mother of all fuck ups and blah blah blah.
You know what? No, I'll tell you what. No, memes. If there's a scene where they put Chucky in blackface, I'll sign up, all right? I will watch that movie.
Oh my god, I mean, so
you don't want to produce
Chucky
if they do it poorly,
that'd be hilarious.
But if it's racist, you're okay with it.
Oh, you're a dick. But yeah, and that was for the great governor from Virginia. I got your back, bro.
Oh, wait a second. No, apparently a clear picture of Chucky's face has emerged.
Is it in blackface?
No, it only shows what looks to be his left eye behind a knife, and you see a very cold, calculating blue eye, which eerily resembles my dragon avatar. It does look different. He also looks all CGI.
I think it's blue eyes as well, so, yeah. Has he got
No,
ginger
the-
hair? Does he gonna?
Wait.
They're gonna make him into like fucking Donald Trump. Chucky's
Well,
gonna be Donald Trump.
But no,
Oh, actually, if this is the actually no, that picture they originally showed, I'm like, eh. But when you actually look at it, he actually does look like a little bit of a ginger Donald Trump.
There you go, Ginger. They're doing the Chucky Donald. He is the Donald.
He has the eyes of the
wow.
Ice King.
No, that can't be the case.
wait, no. Do we have to get Orange Doll Bad trending on Twitter? Is that what needs to happen?
Ginger doll bad. That would be shameless self-promotion for them and create conflict at the same time.
Well, no,
Yeah,
and
well,
like,
won't help him at the box office, though, will it?
but memes. I know this movie's gonna be bad because it's 2019. They can't do anything correctly. Look at Ghostbusters. Look at Wonder Woman. Look at
They're redoing Ghostbusters, and I heard Wonder Woman was a great movie, or at least a good movie.
Yeah, you heard that from women, didn't you?
Dude,
What?
I watched the Batman
What?
Superman movie. There was action. I was entertained. It wasn't as bad as I thought.
No, Ghostbusters was fucking hideous.
Well, we're redoing that, so the old one won't be canon. We took a mulligan.
That's no, it's not going to work. It's just they're already butchered.
Cabbage, they wanted to make a movie. They got fundraising. They made a movie. It just didn't seem to be a profitable movie. Wonder Woman made a profit.
Oh, well, Wonder Woman wasn't actually that bad. I mean, it wasn't great, but at least, like you said, it was eye candy. It was just something to watch, and she looks pretty.
No, it's like Cabbage said. It's like we have a certain expectation. Why do we have that expectation? Maybe because if we're kind of in the general side of the internet where it's like, oh my God, can you believe we're constantly being exposed to this stuff? And it's like, yeah, it does happen, but I think that's going to tend us to believe, oh my God, they're going to ruin it. See, for me, I just go in thinking every movie I go and see is going to suck anyways. So if it doesn't suck, it seems like an okay movie. And if it's actually good, but if it's actually good, then it's an excellent movie, Cabby. You see its perspective. It makes sense, right?
No, it's like that just gives you a over expectation.
I got Cabby's.
No, I'm saying I think it's going to suck.
Why buy the ticket? Why?
Yeah. If you know it's gonna, if you think it's gonna suck, and you know whatever, then why would you ever buy a ticket to go in and see something?
Don't need to see it when it premieres. You get the reviews.
Oh, well, your Rotten Tomato reviews and
we
check the
used to
critics
have
out, right? They're reliable.
No, we actually had two dudes, and then I think one of them passed away, and the other I think he might still be around.
Yeah, and Rotten Tomatoes can manage to get everything inverted.
Are you talking about Cisco?
Use your critic reviews. See how well that works out.
Did you say Cisco and Ebert?
How long ago was Cisco and Ebert? That's fucking years ago. Decades ago.
Yeah, it was the 90s, man. See, no, even though we grew up in the 90s, we still remember that shit. Maybe on the tail end of that shit, but we remember it.
Yeah, exactly. But do you remember it well, or is it that? You can remember anything. I
remember people paying attention.
I remember
to their
watching
reviews.
Ghostbusters 2016, and I remember it being a fucking hideous car crash.
Did you watch? What are those guys' names? Cecil and Ebert. Oh my God.
All right, so
Pee-wee Herman movie.
So Jez is doing some digging there in the chat. He says Orion Pictures is what's releasing the new Child's Play. Have you guys heard of Orion? I have.
Oh yeah, Orion. Yeah, they've been around for a long time. Oh, you do know Orion? They've been around for a hell of a long time. They've got a very, very recognizable, flash screen thing that they do in the intros.
Siskel and Ebert, Gene Siskel,
Orion,
Roger Ebert. Yeah.
Didn't Orion do War Games? I think.
Oh, I think you might be right. Yeah, no, I just
old thing. Yeah.
I just don't remember the name right off the bat. It's kind of an obscure.
It's got a very memorable logo. It's got a very memorable logo, and then especially if you see the '80s one, it was all very, 80s.
But yeah, no, memes, dude. They're gonna mess this up, man. They are. You know it, dude.
Well, the thing, I can't lose anything from this one because I never watched. I didn't. If I did watch the original, I have no memory of it.
I watched Bride of Chucky, and I really wasn't familiar with Chucky. It never really interested me. I was more into like Godzilla and monster movies and stuff. Although when I did watch Bride of Chucky, it was kind of entertaining. It was kind of silly, but it's a movie about a doll that kills people.
That's the reason I couldn't get into it. That's why you see, that's why I preferred like Nightmare on Elm Street or whatever was going on at the time. Probably, American Werewolf in London or something like that. That's probably the same time that was coming out.
American Werewolf in London was an excellent film.
No, it was, yeah. I mean,
Freddy was a good character too, because I never really watched a lot of the old Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I heard they were very good. I watched Jason versus Freddy, and it was entertaining, but I could see how that could be a good series.
No, Jason Goes to Hell, dude. When Freddy's glove comes out of the ground and grabs Jason's mask, I about shit myself.
Yeah.
Dude, I about shit myself. I'm like, oh, here we go. And then I waited.
You know what would have been funnier?
I waited a decade for the next movie.
It would have been funnier if he'd, come out of the ground, grabbed his nuts with his claw. That would have finished it.
Oh yeah, and here's Freddy, and then cut to fucking credits right there.
Yeah.
Here's Freddy.
You got Jason doubling over.
Yeah, why aren't they hiring us as writers? I'm telling you, we could do a better job.
Well, you don't realize that can lead to the scariest thing ever.
Well, seriously, I mean, look, come on.
And nothing happens.
Now, Ghostbusters, right? The one that they fucked up.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, but I mean, well, you don't need to know. You don't need to have watched it to know it was a fuck up.
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't really affect me.
Like, I mean, no. But if you've watched the original one, right? You watched the original one, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Then you've never seen the second one, right? Okay. So you've seen the original.
Second.
All right. Oh, okay. You've seen the first and second, but you haven't seen you haven't seen you haven't seen the reboot. You've not seen the 2016. So if you were going to do something that was going to add to the Ghostbuster franchise, what would you do? Like in terms of
I would have made the third movie 20 years earlier.
Yes, but time travel being excluded.
Oh,
what would you actually do as a storyline? Is the point? Right, as a storyline, right, working off the idea of what you know of the existing, mythos or whatever, what would you do, based on that? Okay, would you just decide to replace everyone and just make it sort of women?
I would try to get some of the original actors if you're going to go along the same timeline and stuff, if you could, because even for Jumanji, they paid homage to Robin Williams at the beginning of it, and this movie had The Rock. And they actually touched upon a lot of very progressive themes, but they didn't butcher it. They actually put together a decent film.
Exactly.
Well, no, and like...
yes, which is what you would hope that somebody would do if they respected the material they were working with.
Well, no, what I would do is I would get Dan Aykroyd on board. I'd get Bill Murray for a scene or two, because Bill Murray's not really into it. So I just
Bill Murray made an ass of himself.
Yeah, I'd throw in 500,000 for like 2 scenes.
What was Bill Murray holding them hostage the whole time? Because he actually had like a further productive career, with the exception of maybe Garfield or something. It's like because they wanted him back, but
he did. He kept saying, "I'm not going to do a remake," and not only that, he had 35% of the, the toys. Yeah, the toy rights.
Why the fuck wouldn't he do that, dude? Wait, of the toys or just his toy?
No, of all of them. you know, like the franchise. You know, he had 35%.
You're saying the man
payback.
literally could have, if he continued on, probably could have potentially made $1 billion.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he just had 35%.
But if they made like 3 more, like 2 or 3 more Ghostbusters movies, like over those, if he owned the rights to them and he actually got like a Ghostbusters.
Well, he didn't own the rights. He just had that amount of the shares at the back end, right? Because you know how the people like.
No, I'm saying the toy industry is huge.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
all these things like Power Rangers and stuff. Like the money's in the toys.
He had 35% of the back end, you know, sort of merchandising. You know, may the Schwartz be with you. I mean, this is the merchandising, and he had 35%. The other one, the other Dan Aykroyd, I think he had something like 15% or something, 20%. But Bill Murray, and he was the one that said, "I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You know, I won't make a new film." And then he turns up in this one, and just dies, just kills himself off. It is bizarre.
Yeah, but Bill Murray never wanted to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I think
Dan Aykroyd, his one cameo thing in the film is him saying, "I ain't afraid of no ghost." I mean, honestly, it is. You have to see it to see how much of a clusterfuck it is and to understand why people are really upset about it. Because it is.
Well, here's the thing. Dude, just take those characters that they were, extrapolate them into actual like human beings that are with us right now, how complex they are, and is it really surprising they had conflicts?
What do you mean? Fuck off. I mean, look, but these are
Dude,
parts
the first movie.
No. Oh, wait, no.
That's like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, because it's like, all right, nobody think of anything. The Destroyer has been chosen. What? Nobody actually thought of anything. I did. What did you think of? The most harmless thing in the world.
Exactly. Yeah.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, but what are you saying? I mean, that's So that was the stuff that made it all great. How's that fucking relevant to what you're saying?
Well, yeah, they got to fight the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. We never got a Ghostbusters 3 with all the original cast, at least living with us.
I would
people have a tendency to die.
I would argue that we did. We got it with the video game. That's what we got, and it has
never played that.
Everybody, even Bill Murray, did. So
I will give you the real Ghostbusters, as I never played the game, so I can't speak on that.
And by the way, memes. Cue up Mad Dodge news alert. No? All right, fine.
I don't have a soundboard. Sorry.
No, well, you're usually the one that plays it. All right, so this just came out about 5 minutes ago. Police say 5 killed in suburban Chicago shooting. Aurora, Illinois. Chief of police says 5 people were killed and were wounded in a shooting at a business in suburban Chicago. Gun control works, memes? Does it? Does it really?
That's outside Chicago. There's unfortunately a lot of violence in that area.
Suburban.
Oh.
We're not talking inner city.
Terrible things happen.
Especially if you're not armed to be able to protect yourself because the law prevents you from doing it.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Well, I mean, an armed society is a polite society, but you need to understand dude, it's the city mouse versus the country mouse. If it's going to take 45 minutes for the sheriff to maybe be able to get to your house, that's a hell of a lot different than being able to see something, call the cops, and then have them there within 5 minutes. Much different scenario.
So you're saying I would have a different perspective if I lived in, I don't know, Baldwin Park, California? Oh, wait, no, that's where I grew up.
Dude, all I'm saying, man, is when I went down to visit my cousin in North Carolina, slept over at his boss's house one night, I was in his son's room who was away at college. He had a rifle, he had a shotgun, he had a bunch of firearms that just were there. They were in the domicile, and it's like I slept pretty soundly because it's like, all right, this is common culture here. This is a tool that's respected. If you're taking a look at the association other people have, maybe if you're in a big city, it's like when you hear something about a gun, it's from somebody getting hurt too often.
Yeah, but all right, well, I'm gonna go to the chat here. So Hammer Spud, I'd go full woke. New Ghostbusters by Spud would be entirely cast as gay, black, Latino, trans, midget, disabled, autistic, deaf, blind, mute, acne suffering women's at Mad Dog.
What? Wait, no,
wow.
no Dragonkin?
Yeah, you were left out.
Is this what feeling offended is like?
Yes, it is. And then we got Carl. When seconds count, the cops are only minutes away. Memes. I added the memes part there. Isn't that a fact? When seconds count, like how long does it take me to load a shotgun? How long does it take the cops to get to my house?
Well, the double barrel clicking of a shotgun cocking is a universal it's on thing, or get the fuck out. That's why the state police they don't use automatic shotguns. They have access to everything. They still have the old ratcheting ones. Why? Because it lets people know. I think it's ingrained in people. Yeah, you hear that, you're like, fuck.
Well, no, and that's for real, dude. Like, I'll even go as far as a pump action. Like when those MS-13 guys were at my door, they didn't back off until I racked the shotgun. I racked it right in front of them and aimed. And they're like, this white boy ain't playing. Like, we're out of here.
You have a case study.
Well, no, and the thing is, though, they don't like fucking with us white boys because we won't just kill you for your welfare check. We'll kill you, but we'll do it slowly, and we'll rip your eyeballs out and play pool with them right in front of you. Like, we don't give a shit. Like, it's on.
Well, to be fair, if you have the shotgun, I'm not sure that's going to be possible.
Well, you shoot them in the stomach. You can still pop the eyeballs out. But I don't think that's necessary. I mean, you know, and surely the whole point is just to defend yourself.
That's a little bit too far.
I love the Sure Fat Cabbage is the voice of reason at the moment.
I mean, it's all well and good, like, you know, quoting TV and stuff like that, but to try and bring it into real life, you don't want to do that. I mean, that's just a hiding to nowhere. People mimicking, this is one of the big problems we have these days, is people trying to mimic media, you know? This is...
You mean the sheer fact that when Matt is describing his story about cocking back the shotgun and aiming, I'm automatically assuming he's going to blow their head off?
No, not saying that. I'm just saying that people mimicking the media doesn't do you any good, because it's not like it's reinforcing actually the opportunity for the, you know, these fucking liberals and everyone to say, oh well, media corrupts the kids and stuff, because people want to go, oh yeah, I did the full bit, yeah, I was, you know, acting like fucking Max Payne.
Well, you know, it does have an effect on people.
Well, it may do, but the thing is that, you know, like, it may make people, you know, want to protect themselves or whatever. But the thing is, you don't want, I don't know, I think it's a bad idea to use it as a, I've done this sort of scenario, because of, you know, imitating.
Unfortunately, certain things do affect kids, because when I...
Yeah, but he's not a kid, so shut up. It's got fuck all to do with kids. Stop bringing kids into it. He was talking about himself.
Define kid.
Hey, asshole. I see what you did there. God damn it. No, I'm reading
Well,
the
I
chat
tell you
here.
what, based on autism, you are a fucking 2-year-old, man.
So hey, Farty, and based on the fact I'm 2, might it have some correlation when I was throwing a wrestling match, went around and gave my coach a 2-fingered salute and told him to fuck off, that I I may or may not have been memeing Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well,
It
no,
might explain why you
hey.
got the brain damage you have.
No,
Hey,
that's
memes.
because my
Did you
dad
at
dropped me
least-
on my
hey,
head. We've been over this.
Memes. Did you at least show up to the fight?
Oh god, we're going on to the Tonka thing now.
I think we are. I think that's the transition period right there. Yeah.
Oh. What fight?
Well, the fight that never happened.
That might have never happened. All right, let me read the chat real quick. We got the Lone Wolf Club. Hey, what's up? I'm guessing Jez showed you the channel. Welcome. Hope you hit like and subscribe. We got Carl, Mad Dodge. In Baldwin Park, you just hit the first illegal alien in the head, and a pistol will drop like a slot machine. Dude, I got beat up in Baldwin Park when I was a kid, right? You know why I got beat up? Because my best friend was black. This is in Southern California, guys. Yeah.
And his best friend was a black guy who beat him up.
No, it was Max. It beat me up, but you know it is what it is. But hey, remember, rebel flag bad, Mad Dodge racist. Yeah, just remember that, because I got my ass beat for having a black guy as my best friend. But you know, I'm racist. Totally. That's the way it is. Hey, what's up, Farty? How about them drop bears?
What are we on about today?
Drop bears.
Oh, dude, I was bitching about Child's Play, but we're over that now. I kind of want to talk about a wrestling channel. A wrestling channel by someone who can't even show up to a fight. And he just thinks he's going to ignore everything and it's all going to go away. No, Tonka. The internet does not forget.
Wrestling's fake anyway.
Tonka matters. I mean, he's a spent force now. You know, I mean, he must know it.
Well, wrestling's real. And why are you kicking a man when he's down several weeks out?
Because he deserves it. And he kicked everybody else when they were down. Memes.
Yeah. No, come on. Look, you got to remember, this guy was the one on the sort of, the Kumite, and yeah, he was making himself out to be a big man, and he got called to the challenge, and he fucking winced out. You know, you can't. It's all well and good. You get these people, and they, play the big man and stuff like that when they're on chat, but if they're not willing to see it through on the ground, you know?
Well, yes. Many videos were made. They were very humorous. I watched Mr. Medica's video. I watched Sinatra's dub on that, featuring an IRL and both a CGI ogre. It was pretty hilarious.
Yeah. But this is the reason he's getting ridiculed, is because he
Oh my
pretended to be
God.
something he's not.
So he's just supposed to use the internet?
Cabby, real quick, I can't let that pass by. I remember watching that with Ogre in it. Oh my God. Hilarious, dude. Hilarious.
Oh, that was
like,
a long
Ogre
time
might
ago,
be
too.
Yeah, no, Ogre might be a cunt, but that was funny. Like, I don't care.
No, you won't. Well, I mean, Ogre at least, called him. But again, I mean, he wouldn't turn up to anything. And Tonka was just a big mouth. And he got called out, and somebody said, well, okay, well, let's do it then. And he couldn't do it. He couldn't step up to the mark. He was just a loudmouth. You know? Simple as that. I mean, have I ever, threatened you, Mad, and said, we're going to go and, I'm going to take you down, man, because you pissed me off or whatever, Because everyone knows that as an adult, you go into a ring, I mean, someone's going to probably end up in the emergency room, at least for some, checkups. Because that's the way it worked, right? Nobody fucks about with that sort of stuff. Not unless you're doing it. I mean, the thing as well, when you consider how much money could have been made out of that, right? And the little fucking whiny bitch just he didn't even bail out. You can't even call it bailing.
Well, no, and that's the thing. Like, dude, all right, you're going to be a pussy ass bitch, not show up for a fight that you started, and that you signed up for, and you sent in like fake blood work. All right, like you didn't even send in your own blood. And now you're gonna do a wrestling channel.
No, not only the fake blood, but also under the wrong name.
Right.
Remember, it wasn't just the blood; it was the wrong name too. So the blood work was under a different name. Well, it's complete horseshit. The guy did everything he could to avoid, use some kind of technicality to say, oh, well, it didn't happen. It's not my fault. And then he actually went back to, Andy and saying, well, I still want to do it. I want to do it. Let's do it. Come on, man. Come on and do it.
Yeah, no.
I think he was trying to put, I think what he was doing was trying to put in a ringer, right? Because when he made the original threat, he wanted to get Warski into the ring, and Warski said yes, and he didn't expect that, right? So he already had his obviously his existing name, and so he had to submit that originally once he was called, and then he suddenly realized, well, I'm in a wheelchair, so it's probably better if I get somebody else to be doing this. That's the reason that the name and the blood work doesn't match. Because he wanted to put a ringer in. I mean, he was going to claim that somebody else was him.
I thought people already knew what he looked like and stuff.
No, there's no real photo. He didn't even send his photo in for the fucking promo. Like nothing, dude.
That's what I mean. So he was planning on sending a ringer in. That's what he thought he was going to get away with, and he didn't. He didn't get away with it.
What's his face had seen him before on camera, and I know they were like old pictures.
The only time he's been on camera is when he wears that stupid mask that he puts on. He always wears a mask. He wears the wrestling mask.
Wait a minute. Is he Scooby? Like,
it's not like any character's ever worn a mask to hell and back before.
Could be.
Yeah, no, I think we figured it out, guys. Yeah, we figured it out. Tonka is Scooby. All right, it's official. Figured it out live on the Redeye stream. You guys got the scoop. They're the same person. All right.
No, I remember him when he was on the Ogre's channel. We were speaking with him on a couple of occasions. Well, I was. I don't know about you, but yeah, he always had the mask. He always had the whatever it is mask on. Dude,
I have a Guy Fawkes mask, but when I turn on my camera, am I wearing?
No, but he had the wrestling mask on. The one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
he had his sort of spandex mask on, and he was being. But that's the only time that I've ever seen him, and I don't think anyone else knows what he looks like, which is why I think he was going to be. He thought he could send in a ringer. He called someone's bluff. Well, he thought he was calling someone's bluff. They called his bluff, and then when it came to actually doing anything, that's the reason that it ended up with the whole thing failing. Is because he thought he could send in a ringer. He's find somebody who was a fight, it wouldn't have to be a professional. It would just need to be somebody who's, pretty good in the ring. And
how was he doing? How was he doing on money? Like right before the fight, like leading up to it. I know he was doing extremely well with the Kumite for a while. Like, was he still getting like some consistent, like some may say, super berries?
I don't know, but Jez is hilarious in the chat. He says he would have gone away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly like that. It is a full fucking. It is. It's a mystery machine, man.
So is this come permanently in a wheelchair, or is it just something?
We don't know.
I have a meme of this.
It's yet to be revealed. That's in another episode.
Because it sounds like he would have been better off just fucking going the whole hog, getting in the ring with the wheelchair, waiting for this bloke to take a swing at him and go, "You're an asshole, you hit a cripple."
Oh, shit. Yeah, go full SJW, Tonka. There you go.
Yeah.
That'll work with your ghetto-ass fucking wrestling channel. No, dude. The balls on this
it would have been a face turn. That's actually something they do in wrestling. Like a heel turn, they switch to a bad guy, or they do a face turn, they switch to a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
No,
it would have actually played into it.
Memes. I don't know about you, but I don't have the balls to back out of a real fight that I started, that I created, that I told them to sign a contract for, that was sanctioned, and then immediately create a wrestling channel and ignore everything. Just ignore it all.
So it kind of sounded like Donald Trump's campaign for president, except Donald Trump won.
No, it didn't. It's got nothing to do with that. It's a complete nonsense analogy.
Well, I think both of them didn't necessarily think it was going to occur.
No, it's irrelevant. You know it is. You just drag that in so you could have some fucking opinion about something.
Well, it made me happy.
No, well, I'm sure it did, but that's because you're autistic.
You thought Simpsons, not Simpsons, South Park was a documentary?
Yeah, exactly. Well, he thinks of Flintstones as a documentary.
Shit. Hey, you got anything against dinosaurs?
Well, no, and I'm not one. I'm not one for this whole DM releasing garbage that's going on. But damn, if somebody deserves to be roasted at the fire, it's Tonka. And yeah, I'm gonna grab my marshmallows in a nice long stick. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I'm watching it burn.
See, I thought we'd already discussed this.
But it's the same as, like, you know, with Matt Jarbo. I mean, he deserved everything that came to him as well. You know, he pretended he hadn't done anything, and then when somebody pointed out, well, all you have to do is go to this website and you can show your report history, and you can show us that you haven't been flagging people, and then he actually had to do it. And then, you know, that little Weasley piece of shit ended up having to, oh, I'm sorry, but yeah, my head was in the wrong space. So,
that was a very awkward silence. Oh, yeah, by the way, you could just go here.
Yeah, and then you had Tonka and dead air. Like, cue up the crickets.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. See, it's the same thing with all these blowhards.
See, this is why I just acknowledge
the internet is full of them.
Well, all the porn and stuff that I've watched, I'm sure the NSA or there's an archive of somebody that could watch it with me. So I accept my debauched self and I just move on from there.
Yeah, but memes, you're not going around challenging people to fight in real life.
Yeah.
Well, that just seems very silly and immature.
Right? It does. Seems like he's 12, not 32, or however old he is.
Wait, are you calling him a millennial?
Yeah, well, it's better than Sargon and his boomer status, but you know.
Are we millennials?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, maybe.
We're like on
close.
the tip.
Yeah. We're almost Gen X, not quite. Yeah, it's iffy.
Do we have middle child syndrome? Or are we unsure where we're supposed to be?
No.
Oh, wait. Are we Malcolm in the Middle? Is that what you're saying?
That was an excellent show.
Well, you can't blame a decade for your fucking transgressions, right? It's not down to that. It's down to how
Did you see what that show did to the dad? It turned him into a meth kingpin.
No, that was Breaking Bad, you idiot.
Well, yeah, the dad from Malcolm in the Middle was...
That was not Malcolm. Malcolm in the Middle.
It wasn't Malcolm. No, I'm the dad. The father from Malcolm in the Middle. That's why I said dad. The same actor that played that played Walter White.
You just
it's hard to believe.
There. It's an actor who played the dad also played somebody else. It wasn't the dad.
He can't distinguish the two. You see, he thinks this is a real.
I'm sure the show had a great.
All right. Well, Temma's being a little harsh in the chat. Yes, you are both millennials. Shut up, Temma.
Wait, I feel like those are fighting words. Are those fighting words? Did I just become Tonka?
Put up your dukes.
Wait. Are you?
He's got an emoji for everything.
Are you challenging Temma to a cello fight? Is that what's going on right now?
I don't think that will be sanctioned. That sounds extremely immature. Yes.
Seems like a fast way of getting a yeast infection.
All right. Well, Temma, you heard him. The link is in the Redeye text chat. He just challenged you to a Jello fight. Are you gonna put up with that? Like, we're back to the drama and the.
Well, that's okay. It's easier than making a ball pit, right? Because you can have that.
Yeah.
No, the ball.
I was
about to say the ball pit is more sanitary, and then I remembered ball pits, children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's still a ball pit with mud.
Well, no. I mean,
mud's healing, right?
No,
Mud
because
is
you can
healing.
hide under
Getting
the
close
ball.
to the
You can
earth. You can
hide.
be a fucking hippie as well.
No, dude. When I used to go to Discovery Zone and Chuck E. Cheese and Fun World and stuff, you could hide in the ball pit. You could be the ball pit monster.
Oh,
you can
dude,
hide in the mud. Have you not seen Predator?
No, real quick.
Have you not watched Predator?
It's hard to breathe through straws.
No, memes. Wasn't that mechanical mouse scary as fuck? That's all I'm gonna say, dude. I'm gonna leave it right there. Fuck that mouse. That's all I'm saying.
What? Oh,
Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese. The mechanical mouse. No.
Oh, is that why you don't like the Child's Play movie? Because you think it's an anthropomorphic mouse? Is that what terrifies you at night? You had that mouse killing you? Is this your severe traumatic emotional moment? Have we isolated the spot in your childhood?
Maybe. Perhaps. Because Chucky from Chuck E. Cheese was terrifying. Fuck that mouse, dude.
How about we start a meme saying, "Here's Chucky from Child's Play," and we'll just throw the mouse out there.
Well, it's got to be the animatronic one because that, it wasn't okay. It wasn't.
Well, it would be a troll like a Rickroll. Just have him start singing the thing. I'll find it.
Oh, now I'm thinking about pizza rolls. Damn it. Kidding. Not making pizza rolls, Cat.
See, I told you. Yeah, I know it.
No, my daughter in the background. Pizza rolls are good. Yeah, fuck you, Cabby. Pizza rolls are good.
Really? Yeah, but children don't know any better. You're meant to educate them.
All right. I don't know, man. Do you think Tonka is on the level of Kraut? I don't think he went that far. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now he's totally lost any credence, any credibility. It's so sad to seeing somebody try to pretend, shit didn't happen. Because everyone knows it did, and everyone is still tracking him and, making videos. It's like, who's the guy who does the Soy Mat series?
Is that Pesos? Yourself?
No, it's Pesos. Well, yeah, I think Suit does them, but I think it's Pesos that does the original one.
Computing Forever.
No, it's but you reap what you sow, I guess, at the end of the day. So yeah, how it's gonna go. You reap what you sow.
No, the chat. We got Aunt Jack in there. What's up, dude? He says bagel pizza is better. I remember bagel pizza. I'm more of a pizza roll guy, but I can see why you would like that. Bagel pizza was aight.
Yeah, but only all just calzones, just cheap calzones.
Wait, did you say cheap calzones? Because you get like half a calzone for like the price of a pizza here. You might as well buy the whole pie.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, all these other things are just because they're just wrapped up, right? So, but they're cheap versions of a calzone, right? It's food wrapped up in pastry, like a sausage roll.
Yeah, point.
So the cheap calzones. Mm-hmm.
But what's going on over there in Australia, Farty? And what do you think about these internet tough guys or loudmouths that like to get themselves in trouble?
Jeez, can I actually talk on this subject?
No,
I'm sort of kind of in the same boat. But I'm here, cunts are talking shit, and you've given the invitations for them to join, and they haven't yet. So,
yeah, fair enough. No, I threw the link out to everybody, but Exiled Opinions is going on tonight, so we got about half an hour left. Hey, Cabby, haven't asked you yet. How's Brexit going?
Yeah, you know, look, I said everything I need to say about a year and a half ago. I mean, that's how bad it is. I predicted all of this. I said how it was going to be, you know, 2 years ago. So, yeah, my opinion, well, it's not my opinion about Brexit. It's my opinion about Theresa May and the complete catastrophe and lack of representation of our government. So, yeah, you don't want to get serious at this point, mate.
Well, no, I saw that Boris the other day came out again and said, hey, Theresa, you change a couple things in that deal and I'll sign up with it.
Now, Boris Johnson, people forget this. Boris Johnson was a Remainer for quite a while until he suddenly chose his, you know, he changed tack. He does that all the time. He's not a true, you know, Brexiteer by any stretch of the imagination. You know, he's again, another Trojan horse. No, he's... I wouldn't trust Boris as far as I could spit him.
Okay. Because that's what I was kind of wondering. Like, did he turn coat? It sounds like he didn't because, well, he was always shady, right?
Boris has always been... He always does this. That's just how... That's his politics. You know? He just... He's a well, again, I suppose they call it technically a populist or whatever, but he does tend to jump, you know, to try and appeal to the best audience. But now the guy has no conviction. That's the difference, you know. And if you're going to go through with Brexit or whatever, the one thing you need is conviction. You've got to be absolutely, you know, you got to be sure you want to see it through and make it happen, make it work, make it a success. And I don't think Boris would do that. I really don't. I think he would be the he'd be the you know, the barbarian inside the gate. It'd look good, but he'd end up, you know, fucking it up.
Well, then, who do you guys need? Because I don't see anybody over there that's gonna push through with it other than a UKIP member. And good luck ever getting that to happen.
Well, no, there's Britain First. Oh God, what's the lady's name? She would be the person that I'd actually trust in making it happen. Unfortunately, she is a little bit too extreme. But yeah, if you look up Britain First, you'll...
Extreme in what way?
Well, I mean, she is kind of very... Well, she's not really extreme. And I don't know. There's something... I don't know. Maybe it's my impression of her. I couldn't give you a specific example, but...
Pauline Hanson extreme or less than that?
A little bit less, but close.
Okay, so she hasn't come out and just flat out said fucking gooks already.
No, not quite that far. But you know what I mean? It's it is on that, you know, that sort of...
Wait, no, it is put them in the oven, her campaign slogan?
No, it wouldn't be that extreme.
No, she's...
ovens are for cookies.
Well, we've still got a politician out here called Pauline Hanson, and she was a member of the One Nation Party, which is a patriot Australian party against immigration and all that kind of stuff. And she actually came out about a decade ago now, and in a press release, she says, "If you're watching this, that means that I'm dead, and you can blame the fucking Muslims."
Pretty much. I like her already. That's awesome.
Here you go. It's Anne-Marie Waters. That's the lady who... I mean, I think she'd do a damn good job with Brexit. I really do. She wouldn't take any shit. I'm not sure quite her level of credentials to do it, but...
Cabby, so you got Jez in the chat saying you need to be prime minister. And then you have Aunt Jack that fires back and goes, the UK couldn't handle Cabby as a politician.
Okay. I'll take both.
Cabby would be interesting in Parliament.
You can't handle the truth.
He could actually probably pull it off. And oh yeah, I may or may not have memed this at some point in the past.
Oh God, memes. Like, do you see the nose on that bitch? God damn, dude.
Hey, Base Mama is a lovely young woman.
She's like such a genetic anomaly.
She made some mistakes.
Dude, like, is she lying right now? Like, is that why her nose keeps getting bigger every time I see her? What's going on?
Well, no, if that's the case, then, you know, someone like Angela Merkel should have a nose the size of, you know, should be circling the planet by now.
See, I love how nobody points out the fact that I made Sargon Velma. Or V Scooby-Doo.
No, you're right, dude. All right. That's good.
Yeah, because gals get no hate on the internet.
I was just trying to figure out how you define mistake, memes.
Kilroy was an idea.
Followed up with something that was almost fraud and embezzlement.
Yeah,
it didn't go well, did it? I think it could have gone a lot better had things been managed differently.
Yeah, honestly, what is it with you?
I considered going.
Is it just me? Is it just me, or is Andy gonna like rip Sargon's head off in about 10 seconds? Like, I'm looking at this picture, and goddamn, Andy looks like he's gonna fuck him up. Like,
well, Andy was he was one of the top stories of the day, and then you got Jim in there just being Fred because Fred was consistently Fred.
Oh, damn. All right, but no, Tema, last night was interesting. Talking to Geek. That was fun.
Yeah, that was interesting, huh?
Yeah. Hey, who knew? I call somebody a cunt 20 times in the chat. And I get in, yeah. And I get in on the stream. It worked out all right.
Mm-hmm. Well,
No, Geek bounced me off his server about 4 times. I can't even get on his server anymore.
Oh, I left.
Yeah, I left too.
I left.
But no, when it comes to the whole Tonka thing, the balls on this guy, right? Dude, he should be hiding.
No, it's the lack of no. It's the lack of balls on this guy. Let's be honest about it.
No, it's the lack of humility.
That's the reason he didn't turn up for the fight.
No, I don't know.
No, it's a lack of reality, I think.
Yeah, no, but Cabby, I'm not talking about fight. I'm talking about the same dude who dishes out on a fight creates a wrestling channel. Like, dude, we're not gonna forget. Like, fuck you. Like, you're an idiot.
And how fucking retarded do you have to be to get on a stream in front of literally thousands of people and show step by step how you have lied and fixed evidence and information in DMs and screenshots? You walked us through in front of thousands of people. You showed us step by step how you have been lying to people you have been calling your friend for at least a year now. Good job, Tonka.
Yeah, the guy's a retard, honestly. I mean, maybe that's the reason. He got dropped on his head one too many times wrestling. Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know what it is, but, it was like, I took so much heat just for being cool with him, not being a big fan of the show or anything like that, because quite frankly, once AP and Ghastly and Geek Thulu all weren't on there all the time with them, it wasn't as fun. When they all stopped hanging out together, the Kumite wasn't as fun, and I wasn't watching as often.
No, the Kumite sucked. I mean, and same with Wolfie. I mean, Wolfie ended up on there, and, she had her experiences.
That's how I found it.
It was a clusterfuck from the beginning. Exactly. So it was a clusterfuck from the beginning.
It started out as something cool. It really did. Way back, over a year ago. It was fun.
Over a year ago. Come on.
It was right about when we hit 1,000 subs. It was fun. It was funny. Everybody was lighthearted. you know, the arguments were also debates. It was still something, like, it was interactive. You could talk to Tonka and everybody else in the stream through the chat, and it was okay. We all, like, were talking, and it was great, and it was fun, and it was good times. There was no drama.
Yeah, but Tama, we had that, you know, way before then with Ogre. You know, we were.
Well, I wasn't around for that.
That was more of a, you know,
Well,
a shitstorm.
Well, Cabby, I would say that the Redeye is that. Like, half the time we do yell and fight, but guess what? We log out when we go off air. We're all chilling, dude. We're golden. It's all good.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah.
Well, it's we're built in, and it's like certain personalities.
Yeah,
we generally know what's going to happen. Whereas the Kumite, it's kind of like, it was like when MMA first came about and stuff. It's like, all right, we're going to take a dude that knows Kung Fu and put him against like a wrestler or like a sumo wrestler or like some guy doing Tai Chi or something. It's like, we're just going to do all these matchups and we're going to see what the hell happens. It was something new. It was something that was entertaining people. Yeah, you could call it blood sports, but as long as it does have that more lighthearted professional wrestling element, yeah, people could walk away. But then eventually people they just wanted to see blood. I did notice people saying that in the chat very often.
Well, no, and I do want to keep bullshitting about this, but Tema, check it out. My brother-in-law has to go to Portland for 2 days in a row. Ugh. He doesn't have a license, right? So my wife has to drive him. They gave my wife a $70 gas card to go more than 600 miles in 2 days. Like, seriously, it's a bunch of bullshit.
Well, if you drove a Prius like they did and you enjoyed that smug factor.
Prius.
You know, well, no, you've got to understand, this is something that Portland, the people of Portland, the people that reside in the city of Portland proper, they seem to not understand that the rest of the state isn't built like Portland. And you have to actually drive a little distance to get places, and that there's this fucking thing called snow. And a Prius is the thing you don't want to have in this fucking thing called snow. Because you know what happens when you add ice and water to batteries? Anybody?
Nothing good.
Yeah.
Electricity
and water, not good bedfellows.
Yeah, just like water is sulfuric acid. You don't want this to fucking happen. So
no, and like all right, I'd prefer my wife to be coming home. But the fact is though, when they had to do this last week, they gave them a hotel for a night. You know, that way, hey, you go like. My nephew-in-law, I guess, whatever, my nephew is locked up right now. They think he's crazy. He's just acting out, and he's a boy. They think he's crazy. They're holding him in pretty much a mental asylum for children. And then they're making my brother-in-law go all the way from the coast to the Cascades. That way, you know, my wife has to go from the Cascades to the coast to pick him up, and then all the way to Portland. Do you understand how far that is? I can go to Vegas in the time that it's taken her to get to Portland.
Especially with all the snow and stuff from the winter.
Yeah. Like, this is ridiculous. And they're holding this poor little kid hostage. I'm mad about it. This is bullshit. Oh. This is child abuse, and it's by the state.
All I heard from that was the thing from Borat. My little cousin Bill, he's Captain Cage. Crazy, crazy.
Dude, you got a lot of really fucking serious sensitivity there, dude. He's talking about his fucking nephew.
Yeah, but that was...
Well, at least I didn't start the bit with the, you never get this, you never get this. And this one time he get out of his cage and yes, he get this.
You're a little bitch.
No, but how exactly would you feel if you're the father and they are his lawyer even brought it up in court? You're not even looking at my client to take custody of his son. You're looking at the grandmother and the mother, who the mother is running around with a drug addict boyfriend, and the grandmother is the dumb bitch that called the cops on an 8-year-old kid. Like, you can't handle an 8-year-old boy. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Was he just
No,
with his
I'm
grandmother?
Yeah, no, and he threw something across the house, and she called the cops and said he assaulted her.
Because he threw something? And he's like,
Yeah.
what, 8?
Yeah, yeah, it's not okay.
Yeah. No, I'd say the mental issues are with your grandmother, not with the child.
How the
Is
fuck
it a
do they institutionalize the child for this?
Is it a
I think you should have
behavior?
institutionalized the grandmother, not the child.
Exactly, I agree, Cabby and Tema. You know what the worst part is? It's been 3 months. That boy has been locked away in a room by himself for 3 months. It's not okay. It's not
It's
okay.
gonna make him crazy. He's gonna end up. You want to know what happens when you solitude child when you lock children away and you put them in solitude like that? I happen.
Do we know if he's in solitary confinement? Because there's a lot of new legislation that they don't let you isolate children anymore.
Yeah, no, memes. He can't go to the bathroom or get a glass of water without ringing a bell, and someone has to come with a lock and key and unlock the door.
My God, it sounds like the Bedlam Beggars. Like Bedlam Beggars going back to the days of the 1800s.
Yeah, he's in jail, dude.
On a serious note, though, Dodge, go speak to Eldritch about this because he might be able to give you some help and some ideas. Or you might even be able to do something from his end.
No, like an 8-year-old kid keeping isolated in a literally locked cell. No, that's
dude. He's not Al Capone. This kid is not Al Capone.
Okay, you guys seem to forget this is an 8-year-old. An 8-year-old. No matter how big an 8-year-old is, there is physically no justification I can think of to put a child, an 8-year-old, in a box like that. I know exactly what happens to 8-year-olds when you put them in a box like that. They turn out to have fucking PSD or PTSD. Okay? This is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
It's
well, no, and
stupid. You know what? Laugh again, Farty.
Well, no,
real quick. Laugh again, you little bitch.
Well, no,
I didn't fucking laugh, you dopey cow. I'm fucking blaming shit on shit I didn't do.
Hey, you two, stop. The only reason I'm venting about this live on air is because, man, it's affecting my life as well. Like, my wife has to skip work to go across the goddamn state, and the state isn't, I don't know, New Hampshire, all right? This is fucking Oregon. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, we're barely struggling, and they're doing what? Giving her a $70 gas card? That's not going to cover the gas in the Camaro she's driving all the way to fucking Portland and back 2 days in a row. It ain't going to cover it. Fucking cunts. Ugh. And they're locking a little boy up in a cage like he's Al Capone. This kid is not a bank robber.
Yeah, no, have a chat to Bob.
Really trying to figure out what legal justification they have for putting an 8-year-old in that kind of environment, because that's literally a violation of the Geneva Convention, Matt.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say that this is like violates every human right.
Human rights violation. It's not a case of Geneva Convention.
Well, that's it. But Geneva Convention has the oversweeping, arching metaphor title that everybody understands.
That's in warfare.
This is fucking metaphorical, Farty. Everybody, even Cabby, picked up on what I was saying. Fuck me.
Yeah, but America isn't signed up to the Geneva Convention, but the human rights, I think, they are.
United Nations Human Rights Council.
Wait, we're not part of the Geneva Convention?
No, we're not.
We're not.
No, we're not. We use napalm and white phosphorus. That is against the Geneva Convention. Sorry, my voice is still fucked.
So airfield bombs, and in all technicality, so are landmines.
Oh yeah, and depleted uranium. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. So there's quite a few things that we're not signing up for. But no, what about my brother-in-law's rights? Why are they only looking at the druggy fucking mother and not him? He has a place to live. He has a job. It is kind of under the table, but he makes money. He can pay his phone bill.
You already answered your own question there. You already answered your own question there, because typically courts do not side with the father. That's how they typically do it. They'll side with everybody else but the father.
And unless he has like declared provable income, that might be weighing against him, unfortunately.
Even then, it's not a guarantee.
So, so let's put the kid with either the grandmother who locked him up or the crystal meth addict. That's better than the father.
Has he legally requested to regain or gain parental status? Without him doing that, nobody will say anything. He has to take the initiative. Unfortunately, that's the way the laws are written. He has to take the initiative.
Yeah, but nobody can remove. But nobody can remove his parental status. That's always going to be there. I mean, he's on the birth certificate, presumably.
We're talking about custodial stuff here. We're talking about custodial and guardianship.
Yeah, but he hasn't denied his parent. I mean, and as far as I'm aware, the state can't deny your parenthood.
Yes.
He may not have legal custody.
They can. They can deny you access to your children, whether you are genetically related to them or not. The state will revoke your custody and access to your children.
Yeah, but that's not revoking your parenthood.
Well, no. And Gabby,
Jesus
that's
fucking
why,
hell.
Gabby, that's why the other day I railed against DHS so hard. Like, dude, this shit is fucked up. And there are certain counties in Oregon, Benton County, where they will yank your kid and they don't give a fuck. You know what they do? They get paid more for yanking your kid. Right, Tema? They get paid more.
Oh yeah, no. They get paid, they get bonuses for quote unquote children saved or protected.
Yeah, no, and
they get encouragement and bonuses for finding abuse. Whether there's actually abuse, they get encouraged. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you see that you're not saying anything that's nothing that no one's ever heard before. I mean, there's many cases out here where they've taken kids from a semi-stable household and put them into a place where there's a child molester and a rapist. I mean, that shit happens. It happens a hell of a lot.
I know for a party. I know it's been said before, man, but all right, so check it out. This is the way I see it. With Oregon's DHS system, they get paid more for taking your kid than if they leave your kid there. You know what that is the equivalent of, in my mind? The Fugitive Slave Act, where you got paid more to capture a slave than to find a freed black man or woman, whatever. You get what I'm saying?
No,
they are.
I think it's MADDS. It's
kidnapping.
It's more
an incentive to kidnap.
No, it seems more that you're going down the route that we have, which is where you're a ward of the state, right? Because you are a subject of the state.
We are not a subject of the state. You cannot even do that.
Well, you're not meant to be. No, you're not meant to be, but that seems to be the way it's being applied in this instance. In these instances.
And Tema, I know you're new to Oregon, but seriously, something to watch out for. The DHS system here. I've had DHS at my door 10 times in the 13 years that my oldest has been alive. I've won every time. But do I want them in my house with 2 cops? You know what I mean? Like, you know me. You know me. I don't want them in my house or in my life.
I know. I'm very mistrusting of pretty much everything out here. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, we need to bring in MC, because I'm sure he'd justify the establishment, just like like memes will try to find some justification.
Well, unfortunately, we're taking the non-legal and the non-ethical approach to seeking out child abuse and such things in our society. So instead of looking for obvious signs of obvious child abuse and stop trying to make new classifications of abuse so we can, create more whatever awareness or greater influence or whatever the fuck, it should just be a basic series of legal guidelines. Unfortunately, none of that matters anymore. We had it all thrown out because fucking Hillary Clinton decided it takes a village. Thank you, HRC. You fuck the nation permanently. Seriously, if you go look back at CPS statistics for America, when did it ramp up and start getting crazy and there being a heavy amount of legislation involving CPS and children being pulled out of houses by a government intervention and stuff?
Well, no, and I've had like when me and my wife were dating, we got together, right? And her ex and his family didn't like that. So guess what I got every week? A child welfare officer showing up at my door every week for 3 months until finally the cops, when they called, went, you know what? You're not doing anything wrong. Shut up, or we are gonna arrest you for filing a false claim. That's
Okay,
what
well,
it
that
took.
should have been done.
Yeah,
No,
but,
it
you
should
know-
have been done forever before that.
You know,
The
this is
fourth
what really
call like
pisses
that
me
in a row, that should have been them arrested for fucking harassment.
Yeah, but it's Oregon. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I don't understand why that. And
I want to leave the state.
it's just, yeah, but it doesn't matter where it is. This should happen naturally. You know, you make a false claim, and it, for whatever reason, like false rape claim, false, you know, child abuse claim. And why is it that people who can make any kind of claim never get held accountable for their actions? They never do. They're just allowed. It's like, oh well, you know, just.
I know a guy went to jail for 1.5 years for filing a false police report.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate it, guys. You guys let me vent a little bit. Like, I wasn't going to talk about this live, but fuck it. Like, this is ridiculous. It really is.
Well, it's even more stupid when you have a look at the JC Lee Dugard fucking incident. She was kidnapped for about 18 years by a guy called Philip Garrido. And this guy's a known pedophile and all this kind of stuff. And the Department of bloody Social Services had actually visited his place. There's actually film footage of it. They go around his house and that's it. They don't go out to the backyard where they were keeping this young girl, and it took her to fucking escape for them to finally figure out what the hell was going on.
Well, it's like that guy. Sorry, who was it, in Germany or Austria or somewhere? You know, and same sort of thing. You know.
Well, no. Here's how bad it is. Here's how bad it is, Tema.
But I mean, but that's not. But you see, the thing is that they're using these extreme examples. Yeah, but they're using these extreme examples to justify why they can act. Just
we slipped up on JC Lee, so now we've got to go hard on you because we need to be shown to do our job.
Well, no, and like Tema, it's so bad that my brother-in-law's lawyer, who is a woman, by the way, she hates DHS. She is doing this job for him pro bono because she hates DHS and what they're doing to these kids. Now, realize this is a center full of kids being treated the same way my nephew is. They're all locked up.
Now, you know that they're locked up? Like, that doesn't sound right, because I can believe there are child care facilities, but I believe you'd be in like some form of a program or something, because like that doesn't even, what you're describing sounds like YDC, and unless he's in like YDC custody right now.
I think R2 froze, and there was supposed to be more in that dialogue.
Oh. No, I'm just, unless literally you have a kid that's constantly attacking people, but I mean, even still, I mean, it's an 8-year-old kid. I mean, you'd need to look at like the history, like what would happen and stuff, just because I'm not really sure I believe you literally have an 8-year-old kid in a cell. I think there's more involved. At least I would hope there is.
Yeah, but how many times have we been wrong when we've been hoping there's something else going on, memes? These days, more often than not.
I mean, the kid might be like on maybe a psychiatric unit or ward or something like that, but to have a kid in an individual locked cell, I mean, that's essentially being in like youth jail, like a youth detention facility.
I don't know. It's
I mean, did the grandmother charge him like with assault?
I don't know. Matt left. We lost Matt. Hopefully he's coming back.
Oh. Well, how about Child's Play? Is it going to suck, or is it going to be a decent flick?
I think it's going to suck.
Is it a remake?
Yes.
It's gonna suck.
We'll see. What I think we should do is, people are saying, what does Chucky actually look like? What I think we should do is we should link a quick clip of Chucky from Chuck E. Cheese, the animatronic one Matt was talking about earlier, because I found a clip of the top 10 fails of those animals, and the very last one is actually Chucky's head doing the Exorcist thing.
Have you guys never seen the original with Brad Dourif as Chucky before he was Chucky?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are people actually asking that question? They don't know
I
what
watched
Chucky-
Bride of Chucky.
Just got to remember, Tama, people went and saw the Titanic and wondered why people didn't use their cell phones to call for help.
That's true. People did actually say that.
Maybe they have recently, but not when the movie came out. Or maybe
No,
they
when the
did where
movie
you
came out.
live, but not where I live.
No, when the movie came out, and they're like, people were also like, you know, going past the groups that were standing outside waiting to go in, saying, "Oh, by the way, it sank," and no shit, they were pissed off because you spoiled the ending. Fucking what?
I never watched the
Yeah.
movie. I don't know how it ends.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Fucking millennial.
Comedy. Yeah. Clever comedy.
I don't remember there being much in the way of cell phones available in 1997.
No, we're talking about the people in the movie when the boat was sinking, calling
Yeah.
for the Coast Guard off their mobile phones.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who was talking about wanting mobile phones and telling people to call from a cell phone. Cell phones weren't even that prevalent yet.
Well,
Yeah, they
you
were.
wouldn't have had
No, I already had a
reception.
pager.
Yeah, you need.
No,
well, they had a radio.
no. She is. You're not listening to what she's saying. She's saying that the people who would have been making that comment would have made no sense, because at that time, the availability of mobile phones, and it is a recent thing.
You guys seem
It's
to
got
think
nothing
like, yeah.
to do with being back in the day. It's a recent reaction to people who watch Titanic, like in modern day.
Well, it was hard to use Instagram on a rotary phone.
Well, no, people did have
You're not listening,
this
Mims. You
out
really are
here,
retarded.
No, he did actually.
people
You know
did have a
what?
lot of mobile phones and shit like that, and they were the bricks, the old Nokia bricks that you could get.
Ah, and they had the orange one as well. You know, the
Yeah, and
Hutchinson
those were
Telecom.
fucking ridiculous expensive. It was like $2
They
a
were.
minute to use those.
I
idea,
had
though.
one of
Oh.
those.
No, you guys, this is ridiculous. Colin Kaepernick reaches settlement in national anthem kneeling collusion case against the NFL. The NFL and lawyers for players Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reed jointly announced Friday that they have settled a complaint. All right. The NFL paid these assholes.
Oh God, it's not you going on about your bloody rounders again or something, is it?
No. This is
football this time.
faggy football, the one that they've got to wear armor plating for.
Go Pat.
No. All right. I own a league.
Yeah,
I say
don't.
you can't
Not
kneel
really.
for.
Can I just hear the argument? Because I don't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Football.
All right. No,
Well,
shut
not
up,
football,
Cabby.
is it? Gay ball.
God, never mind. Whatever.
Okay, so what are they suing collusion for? What kind of collusion is there? Because nobody would hire them after they did all their kneeling shit?
Yep.
Because their
Yeah, they
staff
say
were
they were.
shit before they did the kneeling shit?
Yeah, they say they were blackballed. Colin Kaepernick was blackballed.
You
Dude,
can't say
dude.
no.
No,
You can't do
Oh,
blackball
goddamn
with
it,
kneeling,
kid.
man.
No.
Gabby, shut up. All right.
No, you
the
had, like,
49ers
that.
is the 49ers is my team. He had a 46% passer rating before they fired him. There's a reason he was put on second string.
Yeah, he wasn't a full 49er.
Whatever.
Terrible at football. He was
a
terrible at
69er.
He almost won the Super Bowl.
No, he did not.
Well, I think
Yeah, no. His offensive line and his coach almost won it, not him.
hey,
You
he was
notice,
there.
And he had like half of one season where he was good, and then the rest of the time his stats were just shit, and they got worse and worse and worse. And as soon as they got to the point where he was afraid he was going to get fired, lo and behold, Colin's kneeling. And then he's not kneeling or whatever the fuck he's supposed to be doing. He's making his big bucket thing.
Well, you know why he did that, right? He got with this chick who is a big SJW Black Power type of bitch. And suddenly the dude that looks Hawaiian is black. When did that happen? Like he looks Samoan.
With the Jewish last name. Yeah, the Samoan looking guy with a Jewish last name. Totally associating him as being black. You know.
Yeah, no. Make great rugby players.
I do.
I don't know. Why did the NFL pay him out? Should have never paid him out. That's what I'm saying. That's it. I saw the alert on my phone, wanted to bring up the breaking news and pay this dude out. Like seriously, no.
It's an effort to try and stop him from suing. We've already given you money. Fuck off.
No. They are so scared of the negative press right now. They full well know that Colin was a shit football player. He always was. He was never even that great.
Where did he go? Where'd he go? The University of Las Vegas? Not even on a scholarship? Yeah, not even a scholarship, though. He was shit, dude. Hey, we got the U of O, bitch. You want to see some college players? Come check out the U of O. All right? Go Ducks.
Well, I got something for you. It's a bit on the parliamentary flipping fucking angles and all this kind of shit. We've just had this Sheila called Karen Phelps. She was the former Surgeon General, or our version of that. Now she's going to actually take a proper seat in the party and all this kind of stuff, and she's put forward legislation to state that basically everyone that we've got in offshore detention centres, the illegal immigrants, all they need to do is make 2 phone calls to 2 doctors, and if those 2 softcock doctors agree, then they can get shipped to Australia. Basically, that's stating that, yes, they're getting a foot in the door now, and of course, we're expecting them to escape from hospitals and whatnot. But it's also basically saying too that now there is a chance that if you do come to Australia illegally, you may as well get to the mainland by playing sick, and there's going to be doctors that will let you in and all this kind of stuff. So this has some pertinence to you guys because we've already shipped a bunch of people we don't want over to you guys, thanks to Barack bin Obama. We're waiting for the boat people to start sending them our way again, which will happen because the people smugglers don't give a fuck at the end result. As long as they get their money up front, they don't care. Our detention centres are going to start filling up again, and we're going to be sending more your way. So, big bad.
Don't be surprised when America tells you to fuck off this time and that we aren't taking them.
Well, yeah, Trump will tell you to fuck off. But I'm wondering, hey, dude, I've had the flu for about 2 weeks. Can I immigrate to Queensland? Is that cool?
You'll need to call a couple of doctors first. But no. You got to worry about what's going to happen. Who's the soft cock that gets in after Trump leaves? Because eventually he'll have to leave. And who are you going to get after that?
MADDS, have you got any boot polish? You can blackface. You'll be good.
No, I'm not the governor of Virginia.
Speaking of blackface, Katy Perry has been forced to remove a pair of shoes that she's got on her fucking clothing.
I saw that.
Because they have eyeballs and a nose on them.
I know.
She's got a face on black shoes, and they've said, no, it's too much like blackface. And I thought, when I was reading this, I thought, oh, get fucked. What's this shit? And I scrolled down, I saw them. They do.
No, 40, hey, Tema, you're a woman. Are those shoes offensive?
Other than being tasteless, no. I mean, I would never wear them. I was like, oh, look at that! It's the crappy stickers from the '80s that nobody wanted that we used to get at school all the time. that you always got stuck on the bottom of tables and shit because nobody fucking wanted them because they were creepy and weird. This is a Gabriel Byrne video just stuck on somebody's shoes. Who cares? They're ugly. Whatever.
The shoes were racist.
The shoes were ugly. They weren't racist.
Oh,
no. They were racist.
you.
Not only were they defining blackface, but they would be looking up as well. So if anyone was wearing them, it'd be saying that black people
No,
love to
they're
look up girls'
sexist because
dresses.
they're trying to look up girls' skirts. I get it.
No, we passed a law about that up here.
These were aspirational shoes.
Wait. In Massachusetts, you guys passed a law against black shoes?
No, about upskirting.
Blackface shoes.
They're
Black people looking up skirts.
God damn it.
I don't think it was just black people. I think it was anybody. I think it was.
All right, no,
Just
the shoes are tacky, but they're not
This is
racist.
why do you think people used to polish their shoes so much? You know, back in the day, a little bit of upskirting, the sheen.
That
polishing your
is
shoes
what it was.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, Gabby's really trying to justify being a boomer right now.
Yeah, I'm not a boomer.
Hey, Cabby, get your fucking shine box. All right.
Hey, well, actually, it was a shine box. With the fucking collapse of the economy back in the 1920s. That was one of the things that, what was it? Vanderbilt said when the shine box man, or whatever, what they used to call him, the shoe shine boy. When the shoe shine boy knows as much of about the stocks as I do, then it's time to sell.
Yeah, right.
Wait,
But
did you
no,
have a Nietzsche discussion at a Burger King?
What?
Hey,
I did. Yeah, I had a conversation about Nietzsche with the burger. Yeah, with the burger flipper. Yeah.
hey,
The meaning of
memes.
life.
I'll take a Royale with cheese.
Yeah.
What the heck's that?
Oh,
That's kind of like the old joke,
That's
Zutroy, the fucking
politics,
janitor,
right?
he used to be a brain surgeon in his country.
Wait,
no, seriously,
hey,
I'm not kidding you.
No,
Yeah, but
no, memes.
Maddox, I've said this
Say
to you
what
before.
again, motherfucker? Say what
Maddox.
again?
Gosh, motherfucker,
Maddox.
do you speak it?
Oh,
Okay,
chicken
now-
butt.
Maddox, I've told you this before. About the time I went down to, it was Burger King, and I ended up, talking. We're having a discussion about, the futility of time.
Well, no, I'm throwing out Casino quotes and Pulp Fiction, and
I know
the
you
only
are.
one getting it is Tema. Like that's
No,
it.
no. Well, we're all getting them. We're just ignoring them.
Uh-huh.
They're
Oh,
tenuous.
What am I
They're
getting?
tenuous.
Syphilis.
Hey, did you say what? Is that what just happened?
Does this mean we need a ball pit?
Yeah. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't mean nothing. So means anything.
But no,
Okay.
Tema. No,
Okay.
Tema. You've been out of the loop for a while. What's going on in the news from your end? Is there a good story that you just haven't talked about yet that you want to throw out there? If
Oh, you
not,
mean
we're gonna
like
wrap her up soon.
you mean like the hours of fucking time I spent researching the McCabe thing so I could do a stream yesterday, but MC and Quinn and everybody decided to just talk shit about MADD for 3 hours instead of letting me talk about McCabe and how everybody keeps remembering. Everybody's like, oh, McCabe, he protected the fucking the Mueller investigation, forgetting that this is the same motherfucker that got on an airplane with Bill Clinton, had a conversation with that man, got off that fucking airplane. His wife mysteriously gets a $670,000 or some stupid shit like that, $1,000 donation to her campaign, trying to run for Virginia Senate or whatever. And lo and behold, Hillary Clinton has no charges brought up against her.
I thought Loretta Lynch met with Hillary Clinton or Bill Clinton in an unscheduled meeting on the plane, and I thought the Clinton Foundation and or maybe the DNC happily gave money to her campaign.
Oh, wait, no, he wasn't the one that met up on it. See, because I read it all yesterday, because you guys are assholes. I read it yesterday morning.
We were making fun of Matt. It seemed like a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Screw you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I had nothing to do with that. Obviously, I wasn't invited. I showed up.
You were invited after the stream had started.
Yeah.
Well, taxation is theft. Where we're going, we don't need roads. And go fuck yourself. There you go.
You have
Mad Dog
Mad, you have a Camaro at the moment, not a DeLorean. You got to pay the road tax.
Oh, wait, no. He was in charge of writing the report that would state that Hillary Clinton got no time. That's what it was. Okay. McCabe was the guy that was in charge of doing all that stuff for Hillary Clinton, known to be friends with Hillary Clinton. His wife was in Hillary Clinton's pocket financially, already proven the money to her campaign came from things run by the Clinton Foundation. Yet this man is right now writing a book or promoting a book talking about how he created this special protection and how weird the president was and stuff, acting like he didn't facilitate the cover-up of Hillary Clinton, which is the real origin of the Russia conspiracy.
I thought Jim Colby wrote the recommendation.
All right, no, memes. Here's the thing, though, Tema. Don't you think the Russian collusion plot, quote unquote, is the reason they brought that up is to cover up the Hillary Clinton scandal, right?
Well, it was because right now they're running the clock out on the statute of limitations for Hillary Clinton and those servers. Really, dollars to donuts. That's what this whole thing against Trump really, really is in the background. Because Trump's little fucking joke about, hey, Russians, come find our shit. And then the guy that died, the Bernie bro that was killed after he released the information. Fuck if I can remember his name. You know who I'm talking about. The Bernie bro that released the DNC stuff. Not the John Podesta stuff, or not the Clinton email stuff, but the DNC stuff where Wasserman Schultz had to step down and everything.
Yeah, no, I'm following you. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. That's the part that they're trying to run the clock out on. Not the servers, not the unsecured servers where the information was left for who knows who to fucking go look at. No. They're trying to stop they're running the clock out on Hillary and the Clinton Foundation running the DNC for the 2016 election.
Well, what about the cell phones
released? And the cell phones and everything. Well, yeah, that may be something else they're running the clock out on. But I know for sure that the DNC shit, where Podesta's password was password, I know for sure that stuff is what they're really, really upset about being out there.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, the guy that got shot. I mean, that they claimed it was a mugging.
It was a burglary gone wrong. That's who I'm talking about. I can't fucking remember his name right now.
I know the one you mean.
Stephen. Oh, God damn it! What was his goddamn name? I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and if I see his name, I'll know who it is.
No, and he had a Rolex on. All right, a $3,000.
And they didn't take that. Yeah, so he's being mugged. Yeah, they didn't take, or his wallet actually. So they didn't take the money out of his wallet.
Seth something. Seth is the right first name, Yorkie. You're right. It's Seth Richards.
What'd they do? Roll him for his shoes?
No, he just was dead.
No, he had dirt on the Clintons, bro. He had dirt on Hillary.
He's the one who released the emails on the DNC. He's the one that released all the embarrassing emails right in the middle of the election.
Yeah.
I got a conspiracy. I got a conspiracy for you. 9/11 only happened because there was a car with a shit ton of Hillary's phones in the boot, and they had to fucking destroy the 2 buildings to destroy the phones.
Cell phones weren't as prevalent back then.
Maybe in America.
Well, no. All right. No, memes. I don't care how much you ride the fence, dude. No, memes. This question is at you. I don't care how much you ride the fence, bro. The bitch took a hammer and destroyed her BlackBerry, and then ordered her staff to do the same. She was covering something up, right?
They use digital bleach. Basically, they used a program that's the equivalent of
bleach bit.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't remember what it was called. I always want to call it digital bleach.
It is that standard protocol for when you leave, and I thought there was already interest in potentially looking for those records and stuff, and I thought there may have been actual inklings of starting a court case, and I thought subpoenas were filed. I thought they would destroy things after.
Oh yes,
like, they would, because that is illegal.
Yeah, but you see, like when she
They gave
goes and
immunity
says
to
that she,
people to testify, and people didn't even show up.
yeah, but when she says that she did this for national security and the security and all this kind of stuff, but then she got a server that's not on a secure fucking network and all this kind of stuff, sort of calls bullshit on the reasons why she destroyed the phones.
Oh no. Party,
Oh, and by the way,
recent
don't
than
forget,
just
she
a
didn't know how
server.
to use phones. Don't forget,
No.
she didn't know how to use phones or technology, right?
And you guys are acting like it's one server. It's not one server. She had multiple servers in multiple locations that were unsecured. Just like, so the DNC and the RNC were both hacked at the same time. Now, the RNC notified, they detected the attempted hack immediately, notified the FBI, handed over their information, let them check the servers and everything else. They did everything the way they were supposed to do right away. The Republicans followed the law. The Democrats, the DNC, they refused to let anybody come in and investigate and inspect their servers, their drives, or anything. They wouldn't let any FBI in there. They refused to disclose the list of stuff they could confirm was from their servers. I mean, they refused to comply at all.
Wait a second. Isn't the DNC a private organization?
Okay. Does that really matter?
Because if they're a private organization, doesn't the FBI have legal powers where they can say, you're going to give us this?
No. Remember the Nixon investigation? Remember that? That wasn't even as bad as what Hillary did. Look at Benghazi, dude. I'm not going to let that go. Guys,
no. All I'm saying is the FBI doesn't have the power to say, you're not going to let us see those servers. Okay, here's an order from a judge. We're taking those servers, because didn't we do that to Roger Stone?
Oh, good God. Like, you think the fucking FBI is actually going to push a Democrat and put a subpoena in their face? Are you serious?
What's the difference
again? You know you are.
What did Roger Stone do? Roger Stone had shady DMs. If there were actual classified emails.
Twat. Oh, please.
Well, real quick, guys. Real quick.
Bullshit.
Nationalist Yorkshireman wanted to join. I sent him the link. He's firing up his computer. And also we have Eldritch God here. What's up, brother?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Question:
Go ahead and,
have you already talked about AOC today?
No.
Hold on a sec here. Let me clear my throat. That fucking slag whore bitch cunt must die. Holy fucking shit, she is a disease upon the human race. I want to break into her apartment and put sand in her KY jelly. Hey, bitch, AOC, the sticky side of the liner goes against the panties, you dumb whore. Holy fuck, do you know what this bitch did? Do you know what she fucking did? She organized her stupid slack-jawed, mouth-breathing followers to chase off Amazon out of New York State.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. We lost $3 billion we lost billions of dollars. Why? Because we wanted to spend those tax breaks on something else. Hello, you spend a fucking tax break. It's a tax break.
Yeah,
it's money we're not collecting. Oh, by the way, the other 22,000 fucking people that we were going to have working for them, they were paying taxes. Did you know the 22,000 employees were going to be paying taxes? So the company said, you know what? We're bringing you 22,000 new fucking taxpayers. Maybe we shouldn't be like, you know, having to pay twice. You fucking whore, you're the she even said we should spend those tax breaks on teachers and schools. What the fuck? What universe is she living in? What color is the universe there? And why can't she die in it? Fuck.
Hi, Eldridge.
All I know is that Windows taste like snozzberries.
She can't understand the difference between... Oh, fuck, I've not said anything. Fuck, I'm getting sick of this. Right, fine, go on. Fuck you.
All right, fuck you too, buddy. No, dude. Eldritch, I haven't heard you this worked up in a while, man. Were you going to go work for Amazon? Is that what's going on here?
No, it's just that even though I'm hating New York State, holy shit, she must have cost us at least $7 billion over a 3-year period. I mean, it wasn't a continuous $3 billion every year. It was a flat $3 billion in tax breaks. Holy shit, do you know how much money she cost us? I mean,
MADDS,
I have to live here.
Let me know when I'm allowed to fucking have an opinion.
Oh, no. Have an opinion now. I'm done.
I just want to make sure.
Done.
No,
Please.
I just want to make sure that MADDS, has...
Hey, you know what, Cabby? All right, I get the attitude. All right, and I'm saying that I was going to say it differently. I get the attitude, but
No,
dude,
I'm sick of it, man.
hosting,
It's every fucking day.
Yeah, and when do I get to talk on my own fucking channel, dude? Don't bitch at me.
All right,
right?
Fine. All
Shut
right, buddy.
the fuck up.
All right. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
I mean, seriously.
No,
Have you watched my
I mean it
channel?
seriously too. No, I mean it seriously too.
Cabbage
Live
doesn't
by it,
watch the
die by
stream.
it.
He's going to code you out of existence, Dodge.
Oh,
He can't code.
oh, you see, this is where the error is.
Well, see, I don't know. I don't even think this token program that you've spoken about exists, Cabby. You've spoken highly of it. I've offered compensation for it. I haven't seen any code.
No, Cabby. What you need to do is you need to go find your BIOS, or your BIOS. Pull out the battery, put it back in, and then go find your post-it settings.
What are you babbling about, you silly bitch? It's got nothing to do with booting up the
issue is
It's about installing the app, because it forces you to install the app, and I'm using the browser, and I just want to stick with using the browser. And just because everyone else wants me to use the fucking app doesn't mean I have to. I am not going to have to fall under other people's fucking peer pressure. All right, get it?
Well, you need to stop being
Simple.
pissy when they say I'm not going to accommodate you anymore, dude.
What do you mean? No, I'm being pissy when I'm not allowed to fucking interject a fucking, something when, the conversation's meant to be going on, and I can barely get a fucking word in edgeways. Because Matt keeps telling me you can't fucking say anything.
Well, no. As the host, am I allowed to throw questions to my panel, or should I just?
You can, but no. As the host, you should also recognise the amount of contribution that any individual has played up until that point, and I haven't said a fucking word in forever.
No, but we hear everything you do on your end of the mic.
Well, there you go. What does that mean? Okay, so you hear me fapping. Excellent. Good. You got some good fapping noises. Yes. Excellent. Well done, you. That was original.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. No. So the thing is, though. All right.
Never tell me how sensitive women are again, ever.
I like
Depends
that.
on where you touch them.
I'm letting that lie. That was good. No, even Washington State hasn't ran off Amazon. What the fuck, New York? What the fuck?
Well, you know what? I think maybe Amazon,
anyway,
Washington State could do with chasing Amazon off. I think really they could, because there is an entire class of people that are poorly educated. They have bad health, poor diets. They're just fucking urban, inner city, incredibly ignorant people. And Amazon is taking full advantage of working these people to the point where they almost qualify for disability, but they don't. There are tons of semi-disabled people all over the Washington area, and you can find a good 30-40% of them. I used to work at Amazon at the warehouses. Those warehouses are bad. I don't even, maybe this was actually a blessing in disguise, Eldritch. Maybe you guys actually dodged the bullet.
I heard they kick people's butts, kind of like Tema was saying, but if they are now becoming a decent paying jobs for folks that can basically acquire the work, that could be a boon. And like Eldritch was saying, there are going to be...
Memes, you're so far out your fucking mark, because, and this is the crazy shit about her saying that she wants to give everyone like a $50 fucking an hour, wage and all this sort of stuff. I mean, she priced the company out of the county.
Yeah. I think in her mind, and again, perhaps she misconstrued what tax credits and stuff like that are.
Oh no,
No,
Rage,
she was trying to make a
fuck you,
pitch.
man.
She was
This
trying
is a
to
guy.
get
This
less
is a guy
incentives she could
no,
use.
This
You
is
just
a
didn't
woman
write the art of the
who
deal.
allegedly, no, mate. She apparently has an actual degree in economics from where was it?
Boston
New York,
College
Boston,
or something like that.
somewhere like that. Boston, yeah, okay. Well, it's somewhere on the East Coast. So she's
Yeah, it was
actually
Boston.
technically got an economics degree, right? And she doesn't even understand the fact that a tax, tax breaks are different than, actually a tax injection.
I believe
Fuck
he
off.
actually was trying to negotiate in that, well, we want less incentive so we can direct the tax revenue that'll come in from that elsewhere.
Whatever,
and she didn't think they were going to
Swear to
back
God.
out. But Jeff Bezos is like, nope, we're leaving. We're going somewhere else. We're going to continue to do the Virginia location.
Cunts like you and Tim Pool are going to be the reason that America really does go down the shitter. It's going to be you. It's going to be you fuckers who do it.
Wait, a young man slowly
and you'll
moving
be
to the
and you'll be
center?
the ones bitching about it.
I don't know she was negotiating. I'd like to think that because that would be...
You're an intellectual nonce. You really are.
A what? Did you call me a gnome?
I said you're an intellectual nonce.
He called you a namby-pamby, but that's neither here nor there. No,
I didn't.
Right.
I called him a child molesting mental case.
Well, you shouldn't do that. It's not cool.
That may be meaner than what Eldritch was ranting about, and Eldritch said some mean words. Oh, he left. He was very angry.
Who left?
Well, no, and I'm trying to wait on Yorkshireman and his computer to boot up, but we do have Exiled Opinions coming up in about 25 minutes. So I think we're going to wrap it up. We'll hang out offline. Yorkshireman, you can join us. Good night. Good luck. Hey, don't go to France. If you do, bring a vest. Make sure it's yellow. We're out. Peace.